Hey guys, how you guys doing, man? I didn't get to see the last part of the fight because my phone actually messed up. But congratulations to Haney. I guess he got a UD decision. But is he ready for the big elites? I don't think so. He talked all that shit, and he just got a motherfucking he got a motherfucking how you say UD decision. He ain't ready for the big dogs. He ain't ready for them. He ain't ready for Cambosos. I'm sorry to tell you. He didn't come in there and demonstrate what he was all about. So for me, he ain't ready for that. Anybody that wants to chime in, come on in. It's late. I know it's late, but shit, goddamn phone. Oh shit, huh, guys? My damn alarm's going off. Shut the fuck up. Okay, yeah. Come on, man. Yeah, my phone, my thing's going off. But anyways, guys, congratulations to David Haney, but I don't think if he got UD decision, I ain't happy with that. Anybody want to comment? Go ahead. What state, what city were you from? Let me know what's going on. Let me know what you guys think. I'm very disappointed. I expected him to come go in there with a knockout. He didn't do that. So to me, he ain't ready for no damn combos. He ain't ready to be take them belts from combos. I don't give a fuck what his dad says. I don't give a fuck what any of them say. He ain't ready for them. He ain't not ready for any. He ain't not ready for any of them. So let me know what you guys think. I'm here. Let's talk about it. Let's get it done. I don't think Haney's ready for that. If you got a UD decision, I missed the whole thing because my whole fucking the Zone app, it sucks. Don't buy it. If you guys got it, don't fucking buy it. It sucks. The most important time of the fight, it fucking blocked me. Oh my guys, my damn fucking alarm's going off. Yeah, my thing's going off. It doesn't matter. Yeah, but I mean, who won the fight? I missed the whole thing because my damn the Zone app, the fucking cheap app you pay fucking 19.99 a month, it fucking blocked me or some shit. I don't know what happened there, but I don't want to hear about that bullshit no more. I missed a good fight. I didn't know what happened. Um, if Haney got a decision, I don't. He ain't ready for no Cambosos. He better stay as a back and recuperate. And Bill Haney, his father, he should talk to him and let him know what time it is. Thank you, okay. I'm here. Anybody else want to talk? I'm here, open. Anybody else wants to talk? I have no problem with that. I'm here. I'm pissed off because I missed the final of the fight. I know Haney won the fight, but I don't think. Hold on, my thing's going off. Yeah, so I mean Haney won the fight. Congratulations, but at the same time, he didn't do shit. He didn't do shit. He didn't do shit. He supposed to dominate this motherfucking guy. Did he do that? No, he didn't do that. So fuck him. He ain't ready for the right real time. Bill Haney need to wake up and tell him like, Dad, you ain't ready for that, son. I love you and all, but you ain't ready for that. Sometimes you gotta call it out on your son and let him know that you're not ready for that shit. You ain't ready for the real deal. You ain't. If anybody wants to come in, I'll put come on in. Come on in if you want to. And you know what I'm saying? Let's talk boxing. Right now I'm very disappointed because I expected Haney to dominate. He won the fight against Jojo Diaz. Remember, he's a true 130-pound pounder. He's only had 2 fights in 135. But at the same time, you all got to be real. Is Haney ready for the big time? I don't think so. He ain't ready to face Kambosos. I'm telling you right now. He ain't ready to face Kambosos. He ain't ready to face Lomachenko. He ain't ready to face Tank Davis. fucking boring ass fights he got. He hasn't done shit to me to improve to get my point on what I think about him. Anybody wants to chime in? Go ahead. We're here talking boxing. I'm very disappointed in. Yeah, he won the fight, Haney. You could say you can argue the point and say, yeah, he won the fight no matter what was UT. Okay, Michael Jones, that's fine. But he was talking all this shit about oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna dominate, blah 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 blah. He didn't do a fucking thing. Jojo took him to the distance and showed him that he ain't shit. So is he ready for Haney? Is he ready for Lomachenko? Is he ready for motherfucking Tank Davis? Is he ready for any other top elites? I don't think so. I've said it. I've been saying it for a long time. I'll stick to my point. My son might have a different viewpoint. My BT might have a different viewpoint. But I'm telling you my viewpoint, possible viewpoint. I don't think so. He can pick up how he wants. He got at the end of the day, he got a unanimous decision. He didn't even get a fucking knockout. He didn't even get a TKO. He didn't get shit. Do you think that he's gonna do that against Cambosis? Do you think that he's gonna do that against Tank Davis? Do you think he's gonna do that Ryan Garcia? Get the fuck out of here. You gotta talk real, and I'm talking real. So I mean, all you guys that are here, hit the like button. But I'm telling you what I feel, what I see. Haney disappointed me. I told you from the beginning. If he got a UD decision, get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry that I didn't get back to you guys, but that was because the fucking damn the zone app that I have for the boxing thing, it froze or whatever it did, it had problems with it at the wrong time. I'm done with them fucking 80 herns and the app. But at the same time, it shows me that Haney ain't ready. He ain't ready. He ain't ready. He ain't motherfucking ready. I'm telling you straight up. He ain't fucking ready to fight the big dogs in the fucking division. Bill Haney, are you listening to me? He ain't fucking ready. Yeah, Michael Jones, I agree with what you said. He's ready for anyone that's not a real punchy. You're right about that. Because if he wants the easy streak, it ain't happening. It ain't fucking happening. You can say whatever you want about Cambosis. He was weak. He didn't have power. He didn't have that. But you know what he did? He knocked the fuck out of Teofimo to prove a point. Haney didn't do that. Haney talked all that shit with a fucking company man from the zone. He didn't do all that shit. And he didn't come on and do it. I'm disappointed in him. So for Bill Haney to come on and say, oh, yeah, let the boss talk. He ain't no boss. He ain't no boss. He ain't dominating. How the fuck can you say he's the boss? He ain't dominating. Let me see if anybody wants to come in here. Anybody want to come in here? Come in here anytime. Cambosis will make a fucking shit out of him. I'm telling you right now. Haney ain't ready. If he got a UD decision, which I missed, I'm sorry to you guys, but I'm telling you straight up. If he fucking didn't dominate the fight like he was supposed to, he ain't done. He's done. He is a blown up air balloon hype job by Church, by fucking Bill Haney, his father, and then they talking real to him. At least I can say that with Junior and Senior of Lopez, he let him know, like, oh yeah, you fucked up. You did this. He's real. He's real about what he said. But motherfucking Bill Haney, your son ain't ready. Your son ain't ready for the real fucking fire. I'm telling you that right now. He ain't ready for the real fire. So don't tell me he's the dream. Don't tell me all this shit about him. He ain't fucking ready. I'm telling you that right now. What's up, Robert Sanchez? Shout out to you. No, I'm just pissed off because I have the Zone app, watch the fights and everything, and it froze on me. So it froze on me at the wrong time. So if you guys purchase that, you all better think twice before you purchase that fucking the Zone app because it has all kinds of problems. The Dream, I like him. He's very skillful and everything. But I'll be honest with you. If he didn't knock out motherfucking Jojo Diaz, If he didn't win, Dominant didn't win, he ain't ready for them fucking smoke. He ain't fucking ready. I don't care what Bill Haney says. I don't care what BZ says. I don't care what El Haney says. He ain't fucking ready for that shit. Straight up. He definitely ain't ready for Lomachenko. He definitely ain't ready for that shit. So Cambosis, go look another way. Turn your shit on fucking Haney. Haney ain't ready for you. He's a young buck. He's got everything on his side. He's got the money. He's got Zab Judah. He got all the kind of shit. He don't realize what the rough is all about. So he ain't ready for you. Cambosi, he ain't ready for you. Go ahead and go fight Lomachenko, or who are we gonna fight? Listen, man. Don't sit here and tell me about Michael Jones. Don't sit here and tell me about fucking Gary Jones Russell, or whatever his fucking name is. I like him and all. He's a good fighter. Russell didn't knock out Diaz either, but beat him bad. Right. You're right. But Haney's talking all this shit. Like, oh yeah, before the fight, yeah, I'm gonna go in there. If he disrespect me, if he comes inside, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. What do you get? A fucking ballet dancing UD like he always does. He hasn't impressed me from the time I seen him. For the first time I seen him, he still hasn't impressed me now. If I see Bill Haney, I'll be the first one to talk to Bill Haney and tell him, listen, man, you need to talk real to your son. You need to get reality to your son. Okay? He's good, but he ain't great. I say it again. He's good, but he's not great. And I will be the first one to tell you to your face. I have no fear about telling you about that. You think my son is stand up to you? You haven't met the real deal. I'm motherfucking pops. I will let you know straight up to your face. Your son ain't ready for the real smoke. Because if your son was real for the smoke, he will come out here and dominate Jojo Diaz, and he didn't fucking do that. So guess what? Go back to the drawing board. Go figure him out, because he ain't ready to fight the elites. He ain't ready to fight Lomachenko. He ain't ready to fight Tank Davis and whoever else come behind him. I'm telling you straight up. I like it. The sad part is I like Haney. I want him to be an accomplished fighter. I want him to succeed. I want him to be where he wants to be at. But you can't just blow air in him in an air balloon, blow air, and think that he's gonna be that great fighter that he is, because he's not. Simple as that. I'm gonna let people in. I'm gonna let you know right now, Mr. Guest. If anybody wants to come in, I don't know how to do this thing, but I'll put it here. Okay, I'm gonna put it down here. If you want to come in, you come on in, because I'll tell you straight up, he ain't ready. He ain't ready for the fucking smoke. He ain't ready for the motherfucking smoke. Okay, I told you that from the beginning. I'm gonna tell you again. He ain't ready for that. That motherfucker got everything in his hands. The dream, your dreams are gonna get shattered. Okay? You don't want to get in there and go anybody else. Okay, no, I don't know how to do this, but I'm gonna find out. First time I'm doing this, so be careful with me. If you want to come on here and talk, I'm gonna give you a link right now. Hold on. Bullshit. Invite guests. Okay, I did that. Copy the clipboard. I'm gonna put it right out here. How the fuck do it? Fuck. I don't know how to do it. There you go. There you guys go. If you want to come on here as a guest, speak out your mind, say what you feel. I'm here to listen to it. I have no problem with that. We're talking about boxing. I'm just pissed off because I expected more for Haney. He didn't get the job done. I don't care what you all say. He didn't get the motherfucking job done. He ain't ready for the big elites. He ain't ready. Tank maybe. Tank has been how you want to say it, but But he ain't ready for the elites. Straight up. He ain't. So any of you guys want to come in as a guest, let me know. I don't have a problem bring you in here. You can talk and tell me how your feelings are, what you think about the whole thing. Right now, I'm disappointed on Haney because he didn't do what I say he wasn't going to do. He can dance and ballet, and his father can say the bosses. He ain't no boss. He ain't no fucking boss. He ain't no fucking boss. Okay? So Bill Haney, you need to talk real to your son and let him know you ain't no boss if you can't dominate the fight. What else do I want? Michael Jones, I want him to dominate. He didn't dominate the fight. He didn't show me shit. Like he always done in all his fights. He don't show me shit. And you want to call him the Dream. Motherfucker, the Dream goes in there and knocks the fuck out the opponent and say, okay, dreams come true. He didn't do that shit. He motherfucking soft like ice cream. He's soft like his father, Bill Haney, and I'll be the first one to tell him. I have no fear with that. I'm lucky I'm not in Las Vegas because I will tell Bill Haney, wake the fuck up. Whatever you're smoking, whatever you're drinking, whatever you're eating, stop doing it because your son ain't ready. Teofimo has the crazy father, but Teofimo can back it up. He was just not ready for this fight with Kambosos. But Teofimo can back it up, and he's a talented fighter. You can't tell me the Dream is ready for that shit. We can't do this to Jojo Diaz. Please, don't even tell me that. Okay, if it's his father, and I tell my son the same thing. I'm real with my son. I don't hide nothing from my son. That's why me and my son have a great relationship. You know why? Because I tell him the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's what a father should do if he loves his son. Okay, Haney. Okay, Devin Haney. You are good. You are a good technical fighter. You have skills, but you haven't shown me what you're all about. If you can't prove to me, I'm your father. If you can't prove to me what you're all about, you ain't shit. Straight up. You ain't motherfucking shit. You talk, oh, Jojo Diaz gonna do this, don't worry, you ain't do shit. You got a unanimous decision, which is an easy ride, like all your fucking fights, boring as fuck. You don't dominate nobody. I'm gonna talk to Bill Haney, and he ain't my son. He's me. He gonna face me. Okay? Bill Haney, you gonna face me. I ain't my son. You talking to me. You know what I'm saying? All that shit you talking about won't work with me. Your son did a shit job, and I'm glad I ain't bet on him. Jojo Diaz exposed him. He ain't shit. Straight up. He ain't waiting for no Lomachenko. He ain't waiting for no tank job. No, you can't admire your son. You gotta be real with your son. When my son fucked up in baseball, when my son fucked up in whatever he was, I called it out on him. I let him know, okay? I love you and all. I support you 100%, but you didn't do this right. You didn't do that right. You sitting here, before you fought Jojo Diaz, oh yeah, you sat there with the company man, whatever the fuck his name is. You sat there on the zone. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. If you come here, I'm gonna disrespect you. You ain't do shit. You ain't worthy of a fight with Kambosos. You ain't on his level. Straight up. You, South Judah, motherfucking Bill Haney, you don't want it, bro. You don't want to run into me. I'm telling you right now. My son is different. I'm cut from a different cloth. My son try to be professional because he's got a channel. But Bill Haney, you better wake the fuck up and tell your son what he's got to do. He's got to go in there and tear up motherfuckers. He didn't do that tonight. So how can you tell me that he's ready for Kambosos? He ain't ready for no Kambosos. He wasn't ready for Teofimo. He called Teofimo a fraud. You better call your son a fraud. You better call your son a fraud. Because your fucking son didn't do what he was supposed to do. Straight up. I ain't my son BT. I'm Nelson Taylor. And I will tell you the way it is. You don't want to face me. I'm telling you right now. You can talk all that shit to my son, but you want to talk that shit to me. I'll tell you right now. You, Al Heyman, all you motherfuckers, you want to talk that shit to me. Because my son's trying to be professional. I'm trying to tell you real. I'm being real with you. Your son was supposed to come in here and dominate this fight. He was supposed to knock the fuck out of Diaz. Did he do that? Fuck no. So for you to say he's the boss, let the boss man talk. Let the boss man do this. Let the boss man do that. He ain't do shit. He ain't no fucking boss. He ain't no boss. And I'm gonna tell you to your face. He ain't no boss. When me and you meet, we gonna have to talk. Man to man. Yeah, I'm from Boston. Where the fuck you from? I'm from Boston. That's right. And you got the wrong one here. You got the wrong one here to talk to. Because I'm gonna tell you straight up. I love your son. I want him to success, but he's gotta prove it in the ring. And he didn't do it tonight. That's why I'm pissed off. No, the whole point is I'm not mad. I'm upset because I expected more from Dream. He sat there with the company man from the Zone, whatever his name is. I forgot his name is. Sat there across the table from Diaz. Hey, oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You respect me, and you got to make a statement. The same thing that Junior, Senior, the same thing that Senior said to Junior. You gotta make a statement. You're not to fuck him out. You, to me, I don't know about my son BT, but to me, I've always said you have not impressed me at all. And right now, you fought a 130 pounder who just moved to 135, and you couldn't even knock him out. So get the fuck out of here with your shit. You ain't worth it to fight Ken Bells. If Ken Bells fights you, it's because he knows he needs that belt. Other than that, you ain't worthy. You ain't fucking worthy. Take them fucking designer glasses off. Take all that shit off. Take all your bodyguards off. Take fucking Church out of the fucking way. Take Bill Haney out the fucking way. And you need to focus on your shit. And I'm going to tell you straight real. I talk real. This is True School Sports. I'll tell you the way it is. So you tell Bill Haney, if he wants to meet me anywhere, Las Vegas, fucking wherever he's at, I'm ready for him. And I don't want his bullshit about PBC. Okay. I don't want to hear shit about BBC. I don't want to hear about Al Heyman. I don't want all that shit. You talking about he's the boss. How the fuck you talking to be the boss when he can't dominate a 130 pounder? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I love you and all. I respect you. You and your son have a great relationship like me and my son have. I understand that, but there's limits to that. And I'll be the first to tell you to your face. And thank God, like my son said, I'm not in Las Vegas because I will face you. You talk shit to my son, but you won't talk shit to me. I guarantee you that. You will not fucking talk shit to me because I will let you know straight up. I'm from the motherfucking hood. I motherfucking went through everything in my life, and you won't back down for me. And your son needs to get that. Your son, the problem with your son is your son's had everything handed to him. Zab Judah, your uncle, you, and everybody else, and fucking Church. Oh, he's gonna be a Rolls Royce. He's gonna run through him. He's gonna do that shit. He didn't do shit. Okay? So don't tell me what your fucking son's gonna do. Don't tell me what he's gonna do because he didn't do it. And when me and you meet, we're gonna have a long talk, and you ain't gonna like it. Yeah, you're right. From the east to the south, or whatever the fuck you from. I respect you. I love you. I love your son. I want him to success. That's why I'm pissed off because he didn't do what he's supposed to do. Listen, man. Forget about T.O. We know what happened with him. We know what happened with his dad. They're going to rebound from that. I love Junior. I love T.O. Fimo. I will always support them. Forget about that. We're talking about Devin Haney, the fucking dream. Okay? The fucking dream that, oh, yeah, I'm going to do this. If you disrespect me, I'm going to knock you out. He said that. Devin Haney said that. I'm going to knock you out. Devin Haney said that. Did he do that? Fuck no. So guess what? I don't respect him. I don't. And I'm going to tell you right now, I mean, I respect Bill Haney. I respect you watch my channel, but he crossed my son. He didn't cross me. And best believe when I tell you what I'm gonna tell you. He need to cross me. And I'm an OG just like he's an OG. So it's gonna be a motherfucking war. But I'm gonna let him know straight up. Your son ain't ready for the big. Your son is not ready for the elites. Straight up. Your son is not ready for the elites. He ain't ready for Cambosis. He ain't ready for Tank Davis. He ain't ready for any lightweight. He ain't ready for it, man. He hasn't shown me anything. And he did it again. He didn't show me shit. Yeah, Don Dada, you right what you're saying. He ain't ready for that shit. He ain't ready. I'm upset because I was pulling for I like Jojo Davis, respect to him, but I came into this whole thing expecting Haney to dominate. Did he do that? No, he didn't fucking do that. He won. You can argue that. Bill Haney can argue. Oh, he won on UD. On a fucking UD? Get the fuck out of here. He ain't ready for the big dogs. He ain't ready. He a hype job. Keep blowing air into your son and tell him the reality of life. Tell him the reality of how boxing is. And you're going to hurt him more than you're going to help him. I love you, Bill Haney. I love you, David Haney. But I don't like the fact that they're blowing shit in your head. Church is getting paid. So he can rhyme whenever he wants to rhyme. And he can say whatever the fuck he wants to say because he always gonna say whatever he wants to say. And I like Church because Church reminds me of Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was a good poet. He talked a lot of shit before the fight, and that's why I like Church. But other than that, if he didn't steamroll motherfucking Jojo Diaz, Church, shut the fuck up and go back to church and pray that he gives you more knowledge. Okay, that's for you, Church. Haney, Bill Haney, I love you and all. I respect you and all. You can cut my son down, but you ain't gonna cut me. I'm gonna tell you straight up. You talk to me, I'm gonna talk to you real. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Your son ain't ready for the big dogs. He ain't. If he can't dominate, I don't care what you tell me. I don't care what he won on the UD. On a UD on a 130 pounder that he just came up 2 times to the 135 pounder and he can't dominate that. He ain't ready. He ain't ready for Lomachenko. He ain't ready for Tank. And he ain't ready for anybody else. I'm sorry to tell you. Wake the fuck up. Drink that coffee because you're drinking the wrong one. No, he ain't. McFlash, whatever your name is, McFlash, U174. Yeah, you right what you're saying. He ain't ready for that. He ain't. He blowing a lot of smoke. He said he all this and he's all that, and he couldn't even finish Jojo Diaz. Get the fuck out of here. And I'll be the first one to tell Bill Haney, if you're watching this, here's my number. 78. I'm gonna give you my number, Bill Haney. 786-545-6817. Give me a motherfucking call. If you're man enough, give me a fucking call. Cause I'm gonna tell you straight up. Stop blowing air into your son. Stop making him believe that he's something that he's not. And let him know that he's got to work harder and he's got to dominate his fighters when he gets to the boxing ring. Okay? Mickey Bay, I love you and all. I respect you. You tried your best to try to train him and everything. But at the end of the day, if he doesn't take that heat what you tell him, doesn't make a damn of a difference. Okay? So I respect you, Mickey Bay, but you better stay the way the fuck out. I'm telling you right now, if I come to Las Vegas, if I come to New York, if I come to Boston, if I come to wherever the fuck David Haney's coming from, Bill Haney, I'm coming for you. And I'm going to tell you straight up to your face. I'm not scared of you. My son might be a little timid because he's got his channel or whatever. I don't have no channels. But I'm going to let you know straight up. You fucking need to wake the fuck up. Don't talk about boss man. My son's the boss man. My son's the boss. Let the boss man talk. When he can't even dominate a 130 pounder. Please. Respect to Jojo Diaz. He came in there and gave a good fight. And unfortunately, he lost. But he stood up to fucking David Haney. And David Haney didn't do his job. Straight up. That's real talk. That's from the fucking hood. That's from the fucking streets. So, Bill Haney, when you come up to me, not to my son, BT, but to sports, I'm talking with you. You haven't seen me yet. To me. When you come to me, it's a different story. I'm telling you right now. I'm waiting to see you. I'm waiting to see motherfucking WBC Brazil Solomon. I want to talk to him too because he's bullshit with his bullshit. Making all these mandatories instead of making the actual fights. You all don't want to see me. I'm telling you right now. My son will tell you, you don't want to meet me. I'll be friendly. I'm cool. I'm quiet. But when I gotta talk, I gotta talk. And the True School Sports is the best motherfucking boxing channel out here, and they're gonna call you motherfucking out. I'm calling you out, Bill Haney. I'm calling you out. Not my son. Don't take it out on my son. Take it out on me. I'm gonna give you my number again. 786-545-6817. Call me Bill Haney if you're man enough. Okay? But don't sit here and talk shit to my son. Talk shit to me. I'm the motherfucking man. My son is going through his shit. But you come to me like a real man. And we'll see what we talk about. Because your son ain't ready for Lomachenko. He ain't ready for Tank Davis. He ain't ready for other elites. He ain't probably ready for people. I'll tell you straight up. Don't sit here and tell him boss man and Cambosa shake hands. Cambosa ain't gonna shake that hand. You know why? Because Cambosa knows he's gonna beat the fuck out of him. He's gonna beat the fuck out of your son and take his WBC belt and what you have left. Huh? Talk real to your son, brother. Talk real to your son. I'm telling you, talk motherfucking real to your son. And I'm upset because I picked Haney to win and he didn't do what he's supposed to do. That's why I'm upset. And Bill Haney, when you come to me, yeah, you get it right. Undestructible True School Sports. This is Pops. This ain't BT. This is me. When you come up to me, you come for me, you better be ready because I'm coming for you. Because I'm going to tell you straight up, your son ain't ready for the elites. And you got to respect that. Okay, your son didn't come out and knock out JoJo Diaz. Didn't do what he's supposed to do, so you can't tell me nothing. No, I don't got a mouthpiece, Lucas Barassi. I don't got a mouthpiece. I'm telling you the way it is. Okay? I'm telling you, I'm talking real. Okay? I'm from the streets. I'm talking real. Okay? So don't sit here and tell me I got a mouthpiece. I don't got a mouthpiece. You don't even fucking know me. Okay? You have no fucking clue who I am. Okay? My son will tell you who I am. And thank God I'm not there. Because I will tell you straight up how I am. Okay? Don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. Okay? All I'm saying is that Haney was talking all this shit. The Dream was talking all this shit. What he was going to do if he disrespected him, if he came inside and he didn't do shit. He fucking got a UD decision. So to me, that's telling me that he ain't ready. That's all. And I ain't scared of Bill Haney. I ain't scared of Haney. I ain't scared of any of them. My son's the same way. My son's a reflection of me. He can ask the real question. You know why? Because my son believes in himself. Fuck you all. You know what I'm saying? But don't sit here and tell me that, oh, Haney and this. No. Go make excuses for somebody else. Okay? The bottom line, he didn't do his job. I don't care if I got teeth or not. I don't care about that. You can say whatever you want, but at the end of the day, I got a mouth. I can back it up. I've been through the rough of the rough. Okay? I went to the military. I've been through all kinds of shit. I went through war and everything. I have no fear with nobody. My son's the same way. He has no fear with nobody. That's why he can ask the questions that the motherfucking other channels can't do. That they want to clickbait and they want to see them be biased. My son ain't like that. Because he's standing on his own word. And you can respect it, you can. But you know what? He's standing on 2 feet. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you're hating because your boy Haney didn't do what he's supposed to do, that's your fucking problem. That's not my problem. I don't care. I've been through the worst of the worst. You can say whatever you want, Lucas Bostridge. If I meet you, I'll knock the fuck out of you. I'm straight up. I have no fear of nobody. I'm not my son. I'm an OG. You know what I'm saying? But if you get your feelings hurt because your boy, Devin Haney, didn't do what he's supposed to do, go fuck yourself. Franchise is bullshit. If I see whatever his name is, Mauricio Stillman, or the WBC president, I'm gonna be the first one to tell him straight up, get rid of that shit. It caused more confusion. You know what I'm saying? But he's not gonna do that because every belt he creates, he gets money for that. So he don't give a fuck about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I will tell him straight up to his face, I have no fear. You don't know me. Half of you don't know me. My son will tell you how I am. I have no fear for a lot of people. I calm myself down because my son calms me down. when we're around the boxing thing. But if you cross my son and you disrespect him, I will fuck you up. Straight up. Wacky movie, Cliff. I appreciate your comments. You always say good things about me, and I love your comments. You're very supportive, and I like that about you. You know, I might be here today, I might not be here tomorrow, but I gotta tell my son he's gotta be strong because you have a lot of haters that don't want him to succeed. Haters like that don't want to be biased. That if you're not biased, then to their agenda, then he can't succeed. And that's why my son just got offered a job. He got a big job. He got offered a big job, big money. You know what I told him? Go fuck yourself. You know why? Because my son was gonna create true sports, like the saying say, true school sports. You can say whatever you want, but if you cross me and my son, you ain't gonna like it. I'm telling you right now, you ain't gonna like it. I'm not hating on nobody. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to say we're not into the biased channels that suck dick to Teofimo, that suck dick to this guy, to suck dick to that guy. And no, we should call it the way it is. That's how it's supposed to be. That's what a man's supposed to do. Okay. So if you don't like the fact that I'm telling you that David Haney ain't ready for Cambosis, I hate it for you. Bill, I hate it for you too. But that's a reality check. Your son didn't do what he's supposed to do. He didn't knock out the motherfucker out of him out. He didn't do shit. So get the fuck out of here with that. In my video, the thing broke down. So don't tell me about your son, okay? Bill Haney, I love you. I love your son. I love your relationship with him. I respect you guys for that. I've always said I respect the father and son relationship because I have that with my son. But other than that, don't discredit my son. My son, you can discredit my son in front of everybody, but you won't do that. You will not do that in front of me. I promise you, you will not do that in front of me because I won't back down to you. I went to a war. I was paratrooper in 82nd Airborne. I went to the Gulf War. I went to the desert. I went to the worst and the worst. So I guarantee you, you disrespect my son, we're gonna have some problems. I love your son. I'm just upset because he didn't do what he's supposed to do. I'm not gonna say Haney looked terrible. I missed the whole like 4 or 5 rounds because fucking the Zone app. I'm not buying that shit. I won't recommend it to nobody. The Zone app blocked me or some shit. I don't know what happened. I'm pissed off about that. But I'm really upset because I expected more from David Haney, the way he was talking, the way he confronted Cambosis, the way he did this, and then the way his dad played on to that and said, "Oh yeah, the boss is talk." Come on, man. You gotta be honest to your son. If your son didn't win his fight tonight the way you're supposed to, you need to step aside and tell him, "Hey, son, I love you, but you didn't do what you're supposed to do. You got to get better." And then I respect that. But don't sit there and criticize my son when he comes in front of you, Bill Haney, and he tells you shit that you don't like, and he puts you on the spot, and you don't like him, and you want to criticize him. Thank God I wasn't there. My son says the same thing. Thank God I wasn't there. Because I guarantee you right now, Bill Haney, if I was there, I would let you know straight up. Shut the fuck up. I'm an OG just like you. Okay? I want the best for my son like I want my son. But don't disrespect my son for doing his job. Your son's I've always had everything given to him. He's got Sab Judah. They give him money. This and that. His uncle, cousin, whatever the fuck he is. He's always had everything easy for him. Yeah, he works hard in the gym. Yeah, he does good in his skills. But you know what? Skills paid the bills, and he didn't do it tonight. Okay? So don't sit there and disrespect my son. Because if I was there, I would stop you in your tracks. PVC, Al Heyman, any motherfucker. You don't know me. I don't want you to know me. But I want you to put respect on True School Sports because just like his name says, True School Sports, he's going to call out the way he says it. But don't sit there and belittle him. Because you belittle him, you got problems with me. Straight up. No, man, I'm not hating on nobody. I love talking boxing. If you guys want to come on, like I said, you can come on. I'll give you the link. You guys speak your mind, say what you want to say. I have no problem with that, whether it's for Haney, whether it's this and that, because this is what it's all about. But I don't like when Haney is talking all this shit that he's gonna do this shit and he didn't do it. He didn't do it. He got a UD decision. That would tell me he fucking ballet, whatever he did. Okay? And I'm gonna call it the way it is. And I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. If anybody disrespect my son, True School Sports, they're gonna have to deal with me. I might have a bad heart, and I got a bad heart. I got a fucking I ain't lying to you guys. I got this fucking thing right here. The monitor that tells me when my heart rate, whatever. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about that. But you're gonna put respect to True School Sports. Haney, Bill Haney, PBC, Al Heyman, fucking Top Grant, fucking Eddie Hearns. You motherfuckers don't owe me. You don't owe me. You don't fucking owe me. And my son says it all the time. I'm glad I'm bringing you along. Because you know why? I'm gonna make sure my son gets his respect. I ain't the one. Bill Haney can talk all that shit to my son, but he ain't gonna talk that shit to me. And thank God I wasn't in Las Vegas, but I will be there next time. Believe me, I'll tell you. I'm upset at Haney because he didn't do what he's supposed to do. That's why I'm angry. I'm not mad at Bill. I'm angry at Devin Haney, the dream, because I expected more from him. Listen, Shakur is talented in his own way. He hasn't had the true talent to test him. But one thing I can say about Shakur, when he showed me in the last fight, he came out there and he fought his ass off. And Haney hasn't done that. Shakur went out there and he fought his fucking ass off. And he proved it. But Haney has not done that. Haney's got everything on his hands. He's got everything, the gold platter. He's got this. Oh, the people say, oh, his dad says, and everybody says, oh, you know, we have to work out this and that, blah, blah, blah. No, he's had everything easy. Okay, you know why? Because Zab Judah's uncle, or what the fuck he is, I gave him everything to him, and so forth and so forth. He ain't no Mayweather. Okay, Pretty Boy will fuck up people. Pretty Boy was before he was the way he was the second half of his career, where he was more of a sweet science boxer. Pretty Boy fucked up a lot of people. Motherfucking Devin Haney ain't even doing that. Devin ain't even close to doing that. He just fought Jojo Diaz and he do shit with that. So I don't want to hear the narrative about Devin Haney. I wish him the best. I wish Bill Haney the best, but he ain't ready for the top dog. I'm telling you straight right now. He ain't ready. And before you disrespect my son, Bill Haney, remember what I'm gonna tell you. Before you go on the crowd and you see him there and you always undestructible, True Sports or whatever, you disrespect him. Remember that I'm behind you. I'm gonna not be there, but when I see you, I'm gonna let you know straight up. I'm not hating on you. I'm just letting you know I'm the one. You're not gonna disrespect my son. My son's trying to do the best he can. You don't know what my son went through. My son don't got money like your son. My son doesn't have shit like your son got. My son had to work through his shit. My son got to walk miles to get an interview. Okay? So for you to sit here and fucking, if you want to sit there and disrespect him, you better watch out, because when Pops is there, you better either cut your tongue or watch out what you say about my son, because I want to be there for you. Doesn't matter if Cambo's is undisputed or not. He's got all the majority of the belts. Like he says, I don't care about that shit. Whether I'm undisputed or not, I don't care about the belt David Hammond has. Bill Haney and them, they care because it's a big money fight, and they hope that that his son could beat Cambosis. But you see what Cambosis did? Cambosis was 2 days after he beat the fuck out of Teofimo. Where was there? He was in the gym. Do you honestly think that your son's ready for that? Get the fuck out of here. He ain't ready for that. He ain't ready for that smoke. Tank Davis an outer elbow to his face. Tank Davis is on a witness protection plan, fighting all these motherfucking non-fighters that don't mean shit. So if he wins against the people, oh, he's great. Oh, he's great. He didn't do shit. Okay? Tank Davis is only a one world champion belt. Not three, one. The other fucking two belts are fucking trinkets, okay? Let's get it right. So I'm just telling you right now, don't fucking sit here and say, oh, Tank Davis and this and that. No. Okay? David Haney is not ready for the real smoke. I'm sorry to tell you, Bill Haney. You better go back into drum ball. You better have a church come up with some real rhyme for him. He ain't ready for that shit. You don't want to meet me. I'm telling you right now. I'll be cool. I'm respectful. But you cross my son and you disrespect him in front of other people, you're gonna have problems with me. Take care, Don Dada. Thank you so much. Give a like. I appreciate you being here. I just talking it real. SR, you're right. He ain't ready. I expected him to come in here. The way he was talking, the way he was doing all that shit, I expected him to dominate Jojo. He didn't do that. So guess what? Get the fuck out of here. You ain't ready. Bill Haney, give me a call. 786-545-6817. We can talk. Man to man. Me and you can talk. I have no fear telling you that. But don't sit here and fucking disrespect my son. If you go on a crowd and you disrespect my son, we're gonna have issues. Yeah, man, he didn't dominate the fight. Jojo is supposed to be a weak with no power and this and that. He didn't dominate. Why are you blowing smoke in that man's and that young kid's head and making him feel like he's all that when he's not? It's better you be honest to your son. If you love your son, you be honest to your son and you tell him the way it is. Simple as that. Anybody want to come on? You can come on, man. I don't have a problem with that. Anybody come on? Come on. Come on. I have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to talk to you guys, tell you how I feel. I said it before the fight. If Haney doesn't make a different stage fight, it don't matter what he does. If he goes there and dance and whatever, he ain't ready for Kambosos. Kambosos won undisputed, and he's 2 days, he's already in the gym. What I tell you about the Kambosos? You think that Kambosos sleeping on his opponents? Nah. Bill, you waiting for that big money fight? It ain't happening until your son comes back down and sharpen up his skills straight up. I actually like to see Kambosos against Lomachenko because Lomachenko, Teofimo didn't want to give it a rematch, and I'll be honest with you, if Teofimo fights Lomachenko now, Lomachenko will beat the shit out of him. But if I see Lomachenko fight Kambosos, that'd be a great fight. No, man. The problem is when you sit there and you tell your son that he's great, that he's got this, and you got fucking church telling him, "Oh, I can be a Rolls Royce, I can run through all this." Shut the fuck up, church. The reality is his son's not ready. His son, to me, I was telling my son for a long time. I was telling BT for a long time. I said, motherfucking Haney ain't ready for none of this shit. He's not. He's not. He ain't no fucking Mayweather. As much as he wants to say he wants to be like Mayweather, he ain't Mayweather. Pretty boy at his age was kicking ass. He ain't even doing that. So get the fuck out of here with that shit. Don't even bring it up. Listen, man. At the end of the day, Jojo put the best he could. He didn't win the fight. You guys know how politics is in boxing. Everybody wants the golden boy, the fucking the prince of priests, whatever you want to call him, Haney to succeed. And I have no problem with that because as a young man, he's a great example for boxing. Haney is David Haney is a great example for young boxers coming up. He gives money to the community. He has a promotion company. He does everything that's called about him. But as far as the skills, you can't sit there and have a fucking Muhammad Ali poet sit there and sing poets to him and expect him to believe something that's not. Don't believe the hype. You ever heard that saying? Don't believe the hype? Well, motherfucking damn, he better not believe the hype. He needs to realize that I got to stand up and do what I got to do. If you don't go in there, fans want to see, boxing fans want to see, boxing casual want to see when you go in there and knock out people. You haven't done that shit. So, again, I'm going to say it again. You ain't ready for the big time. Sorry to tell you. I'll tell Bill. My son, you can't tell because my son's professional, whatever he's doing. But if you ever cross me, Bill, I love you and all. I respect you and your son relationship, but you're not gonna disrespect my son. You're not gonna sit there and say, "Oh, hey, undestructible, two school sports." You don't know what he's talking about. No, your son actions speak louder than words, and your son's actions speak louder than words. He didn't do what he's supposed to do tonight. Come and call me 786-545-6817. I have no fear talking to you, Haney. I'm not hating on you. I'm just trying to be real with you. I'm an OG for the old school. You don't want none of me. And my son, like my son said, Dad, I'm glad you're not here because I will let you know straight up. If you disrespect my son, we're gonna have some problems. Joseph Adams, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're saying I'm a chump because Haney will beat Cambosa and Lamont and Loma. He couldn't even be 130 pounder Jojo Diaz that came out to 135. So get the fuck away. Get the fuck away with that bullshit you tell me. Okay? You just a hater. You know why you're a hater? Because I'm telling you right to your face. But the real is and you can't deal with that. But you know what? I still love you. Thanks for being here. I will pray for you. I'm not gonna Rocky Austin. I'm not gonna say that Bill Haney is a pussy. I love Bill Haney. I love the relationship with his son because I have the same thing with my son. But one thing I will say: don't say he's a boss. Don't call him a boss when he does dominates his fights. When your son dominates his fights and beats the fuck out of the fighters, then you can say he's a boss. Right now, he's not a boss. He's just a cheerleader. No, but Brian Bahadas, I don't think that. I don't think. I mean, you want to fight, you want to win every fight, and it was a big challenge for Jojo Diaz. He did the best he could. You know, you gotta respect him. He came in there. He didn't get knocked down like Haney was talking all this shit. He did what he did. He gave him a tough fight. Unfortunately, my fucking app broke down or whatever. But you can't say that. You can't. You gotta give credit where credit is due. And that's just the way it is. Right now, Haney does not deserve the Cambosa's fight. I'll be honest with you, and I'm calling the way I see it. After if he came to this fight and he actually beat the shit out of Jojo Diaz, then I can say, oh, he's ready. But you know what? I predicted before the fight. I said that. I said he's gonna ballet. He's gonna ride around. He's gonna get a UD decision. No, he's not ready for the big fight. I'm sorry to tell you. He ain't gonna beat Tank. He ain't gonna beat Tank or Lumberjack. You know why? Because you got a hype job. You got a fucking church telling him that he's the best fighter in the world. You're telling him all this shit which reality he's not. You got Ben Davison. I love Ben Davison. He only can teach him so much. He just came into the team. You got Mickey Bay teaching him the best skin. Respect to Mickey Bay. I like Mickey Bay's too. But at the end of the day, it comes down to him. He's got to perform inside the ring. It don't matter what the outside noise is. It's inside the ring. And right now, I've said it a long time, and I will continue to say it. Motherfucking Haney ain't ready for the real deal. Yes, actually, I'm gonna drop it now. I don't know how to do it, but I'll figure it out. Listen, guys, I don't know how to drop the link. I don't know how to do this shit. So if you can explain it to me, I'll drop it for you. He ain't ready for Cambosis. Straight up, he ain't ready for. I'm telling you straight up, he ain't ready for Cambosis. He ain't ready for that. Let me tell you this. Okay. Copy. Okay. So what I do now? Boom. And I go. How do I drop? I don't know how to drop the link. There goes the link. So if you want to come on and speak your mind, I have no problem with that. I'm just really upset at Haney because he didn't do what he's supposed to do. So if you guys want to talk, I'm here. We're here to listen to you. Just there's the link. Give me, come on. I have no problem with that. But for Haney to say he's the best fighter and blah 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 shit, and his father say he's the boss. He can't be the boss. We can't be the 130-pounder. He can't be the boss. That's just facts. And there it is, bro. You guys, give me your whatever you guys want to do. If you want to come on here, there's the link right there. Come on here and talk to me all day. I'm here for you. I'm just talking real. I'm telling you guys real. Haney didn't for me. I don't care what you all think or your opinion. I respect it, but to me, he didn't do what he's supposed to do. He didn't do what he's supposed to do. He didn't finish his job. How the fuck you talking about sitting here and talk all this shit and he didn't finish his job? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Should have the hand history vault. Should have and could have don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker got he's got a church guy that talk all this rhyme and all this shit, tell him how great he is, and blah 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 blah. Then you got all these trainers. You got Ben Davis, which I respect, Mickey Bay, which I respect. I'm not nothing against them, but at the end of the day, you know what? What's up with Susan M? At the end of the day, you gotta talk real. You know what I'm saying? All that shit don't mean shit if you can't do it in the ring. You're supposed to go in that ring and dominate Jojo Diaz and show or make a statement. So when the emperor, like he called himself, the emperor Cambosis look, he said, damn, this guy's the real deal. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that. He danced around, he did his shit. Unfortunately, like I said, Diaz's own fucking app broke down on me. But I didn't see the whole thing. But the reality is, if he didn't dominate, he ain't ready. He ain't ready for Cambosis. He ain't ready for Tank Davis. He ain't ready for anybody else. I'm talking real. I mean, Jojo did what he could do. I mean, you can't take away from my Jojo. You did what he could do. But at the end of the day, you know how politics in the boxing. You know how that shit goes. Regardless if Georgia would have jumped on him and beat the fuck out of him, they would have found a way that they would give the favor to Haney. Simple as that. That's the reality of boxing and politics and the bullshit in boxing. But the reality is, because Haney didn't come out and make a statement, he fucking soft as ice cream. He's soft as ice cream. You know what I'm saying? And his dad can say what he wants to my son, but he ain't gonna say the shit to me. And I'm not hating on Bill. I love Bill. I love Bill. I know you watch this channel. You're watching this right here. I respect you and your son. But you at some time, you got to pull your son to the side and talk to him real. You ain't talking to him real. You're sitting here telling him all this bullshit that he's not. That's the way it is. Come on, man. That's what you used to tell me it's fixed. Get out of here with that bullshit. The bottom line is, Haney didn't come in there. This ain't wrestling. This ain't this fucking bullshit where you jump and you fake a slap and you put your hand front before you slam yourself to the face. This ain't wrestling. This ain't fucking acting. This is reality of life. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you, Jesus M, I respect you and all. Thank you for this channel, but the reality is it wasn't fixed. The bottom line is fucking Haney is not capable to beat a talented fighter as Jojo Diaz. So how can you say he's better to go ahead and fight Lomachenko and fight anybody else? He's not ready for that shit. But his dad in fucking church, I seen it blowing up his mind. Tell him, oh yeah, you could be like a Maserati, you could be a fucking Corvette, and you can plow through everything, and you the best thing, and don't worry about it. You'll throw bombs. He didn't do shit like I said he wasn't gonna do. So you gotta be real to your son. Say, son, I love you and all, but you're not performing in the ring the way you're supposed to do. You go in that ring, you knock that motherfucker out, make a statement. He didn't do that. At least I can say Junior from Teofimo, he at least tried to tell his son that. He ain't fucking doing that. Fucking dancing and taking it easy. Oh, I'm the dream. I'm the best one. And I'm blah, 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 blah. You ain't shit. Haney, I love you. I support you. I support your son, your father, Bill. But guess what? If we talk, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'll tell you like you and my son, because I love you and I want you to do the best. Listen, if Cambosis goes and the fight is in Australia, he ain't gonna get robbed. He's not gonna get robbed in Australia. 80,000 fans, he's not gonna get robbed. I'm telling you that right now. But what happens is the narrative is okay. Haney's good. Haney's talented. Zab Judah, Mayweather, and everybody fucking tell him, oh, you're the best thing. Blah 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 blah. You can be a Corvette. You can run this and that. And the reality is, you're not. You're not. You're not. You're not going there like a hungry fighter and beat the fuck out of the fighters. You're fucking not. So how can sit there? Bill Haney sit there. Oh, let the boss talk. He ain't no boss. He ain't no boss. If he can't handle a 130 pounder that came up to 135 twice and beat him to the pole, he ain't no boss. Come on, Bill Haney. Wake the fuck up. So don't sit here and say, let the boss talk. He ain't no boss. You guys are misdirecting, information in your son, and it's going to hurt him in the end. But he ain't ready for no Lomachenko. He definitely ain't ready for no Tank. I'm telling you up to your face. He ain't ready, Bill Haney. I'm telling you to your face, Bill Haney. He is not ready, motherfucking Tank, and he's not ready for no motherfucking anybody else. If he can't knock out a 130 pounder that came 135, he's soft as fucking ice cream. Straight up. I'll see you in Las Vegas. I'll see you in Miami. I'll see you wherever I see you. But my son will let you know you don't want to meet my dad. My dad will let you know straight up. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just trying to be real with you because I love your son and I want the success for your son and I want success for you. Listen, man, Jojo did the best he could. Jojo was the underdog. Okay, I'm not mad at Jojo because Jojo took the fight and did what he had to do. I'm mad, more or less, at David Haney because David Haney and his dad are saying that he's all this and all this that. I'm gonna knock him out if he disrespect me, if he comes inside. You didn't do none of that shit. You didn't do shit. You didn't do what you said you want to do in the fight. Okay, that's the reality of it. You can hate me. You can move on, get out the channel. I don't give a fuck. But the reality is, Haney, all you motherfuckers, the dick riders with Haney ain't ready for the big fights. Sorry to tell you. I've been saying it for a long time, and I will say it again. He ain't ready for the big fights. I didn't see the whole fight because Golden Boy. I didn't see the whole fight because of my stream and with the zone and the app. It blocked me. I don't know what the fuck happened in the last minute, so I missed a lot of the fight. But when I found out that Haney got the decision, it's okay. I'm happy for him, but it's not what I expected from him. If you want to fight a undisputed champion, or okay, maybe not undisputed with all the belts he got, and you want to fight him, you got you everything's based on your last performance, on your last dance. And to me, Haney didn't do that. So all that shit he was talking about, all that shit when he sat across the table from Diaz, and I'm gonna knock you out if you disrespect me, if you come inside, he didn't do shit. He's soft with ice cream. Bill, you need to talk to your son. Listen, it's like this. We can't go in the past about De La Hoya, about Chavez, Whitaker, Camacho, Pacquiao. We can't go. We have to live in the present. And what I'm saying is, everybody says about Haney that he's all this and all that, but to me, he hasn't impressed me in none of his fights. None of his fights has he's impressed me. So how can you say and want me to sit there and give allegiance to a fighter that he hasn't impressed me? Get the fuck out of here. If Haney would have fought Teofimo, he would have been done. He can call Teofimo a fraud, but I'm gonna make it very clear to you. You can call Teofimo a fraud, but Timo would have fucked you up. And your dad would have been crying when you had to go to the hospital. Straight up. No, I'm not mad at nobody because everybody I'm not mad at nobody because everybody's entitled to their opinion. What I'm upset about is because you want to blow up air up his ass, Haney. He's all this and all this, and he's got uh security and he's got all this bullshit, blah 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 blah. But you know what? I always said actions talk louder than words. And his actions tonight show me he's soft with ice cream. And what I'm upset about is because my Bill Haney can sit there and he loved my son. He give respect to my son and through sports. But at the same time, he sit there and can talk all that shit, but his son came back it up on the ring. I'm an OG. I'm just telling you the way it is. I love Devin Haney. I want him to fulfill his dreams as a boxer, but don't sit there and have a fucking church rhyming to him how great he is when he's not. You got real is real, straight up. And doing all that shit and having a church and having all that stuff is not helping your son as a fighter. Honestly, he couldn't handle a 130-pounder. How the fuck are you gonna handle anybody else? Please get the fuck out of here with that. Listen, Ryan Garcia, I like him. He's a big Instagram guy. I'm talking to Golden Boy. He's a great guy. He's got a big following on Instagram. But you know what? He's got all of a sudden he's got all these mental issues. He got this, he got that. But he can go ahead and call out Cambosis when it's a big fight. But he wasn't willing to do it when Teofimo had the belts, right? So get the fuck out of here with Teofimo. Get the fuck out of here with not Teofimo. Get the fuck out of here with Ryan Garcia. He's a fucking diva. He didn't call out. He didn't call out Teofimo when he had the belts. So you're a motherfucking bitch. So I can't respect you straight up. That's me talking. That's me, not my son. That's not True Sports. That's me talking. If you can't respect uh if you can't respect Teofimo and you can call him out, but you can go ahead and call Joe Cambosis, but you can't call Teofimo, go fuck yourself, Garcia. Say what your Instagram followers. Say whatever the fuck you gotta do because you don't want no smoke. Please. Ryan Garcia is not a late bloomer. Let's get it twisted. You guys are all wrong. He's not. He came in there. He's got quick hands. He's got everything right. But at the end of the day, what the problem with Ryan Garcia is, he got all these mental issues and all this other bullshit, blah, 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 all these excuses. He had mental issues, right? He had mental issues, right? Check this out. He had mental issues and all this bullshit that they were saying, right? But what was he what? He posted an Instagram picture with him and his fucking girlfriend in fucking Hawaii, where the fuck he was at. So is he really mental? No. Ryan Garcia ain't ready for the smoke, please. I can't respect him. I can't. Listen, there's four kings, right? I'm gonna just put like this: there's four kings. Supposedly, there's four kings. I'm glad Camposa's is one. He's the emperor now. Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis, right? Haney, and who the fuck was the other one? Haney, Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. I forgot who the fuck it was. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you like this, okay? Fuck all that shit about the four kings or whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, when you go in that ring, your actions speak for themselves. Tonight we seen that Haney didn't do what he's supposed to do. Tank Davis, he's on witness protection plan. He's fighting some fucking guy from Pitbull. Pitbull, who's supposed to be this great guy. Get the fuck out of here, LB. LB, if I talk to you, LB, I'm gonna let you alone straight up. You're full of shit. Okay? You gotta put that fighting with the best. You ain't doing that. You ruining his career. You got Tank Davis, what did I say? Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, he ain't shit. Garcia's going through his mental shit. So don't sit here and tell me all this shit about all these poor kings and whatever the fuck you want to call me. At the end of the day, they're not. Listen, Golden Bell, it's not about my opinion. Thank you for the comment you made. I'm just real. I've always been real. I'm real to my son. My son will tell you. I'll tell him straight up how it is. I'm not gonna fake it to him. How you can sit there and tell Haney that he's the best, that he's got all his abilities, that church is rhyming all this bullshit, blah 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 blah, and then he goes in and he doesn't perform. You gotta be real to your son. True School, you don't know. True School Sports has been through a lot of shit, and we're here. We're here now, and people don't have to respect us because we're gonna call questions that people don't like to hear. But I'm definitely not gonna let my son get disrespected by anybody. Straight up. I don't care who the fuck it is. I've been to a war. I got a bad heart. I jump out of planes. I ain't gonna let nobody disrespect my son. Straight up. True is true to himself and to me and to God. God bless him. I love him to death. So this is the challenge you want to come to because we're gonna tell you shit the way it is. We're not gonna hide nothing. We're not gonna be biased. We're not gonna kiss nobody's ass and say, oh well, it's Joe Fimo. Let me make a video on him so I can get views. Or it's Haney, let me get views on him. We don't like that. We call it the way it is. That's how we are. We real. And if anybody wants to confront me when they see me, step up. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't want none of me. I'm telling you right now, my son will tell you, you don't. And I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm just trying to tell you, respect is earned and respect is given. If you disrespect True School Sports because he's calling the way it is, you're gonna hear from me. You know what I'm saying? I have no fear. I was a boxer myself back in Massachusetts, 1977. I was a boxer. I was supposed to go to Boston Garden and fight, but I turned it down or whatever the case was. The fight with the big fight with the big movie that they made with what's his name? I forgot his name from New England. For the fighter. Okay, the guy in Ramado. I used to train in his gym, so I know a little bit about boxing. I have no fear with nothing. I've been in the streets. I lived this. I did that. But you're not gonna sit there and disrespect my son, True School Sports. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm an OG motherfucker, and I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know. You ain't gonna like it when I tell you. My son's being professional. He's got to do his job. But you cross me, you disrespect him, we have problems. Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't think that, and I wish David Haney the best. I'm not saying that I'm hating on him because I want him to also succeed because I like him. But you can't sit there and blow air in his head and tell me he's all this when he's not doing it in the ring. Now, it's a different story if he goes in the ring and performs and takes care of his opponent. Then you could say, okay, he's a real deal. But you gotta be real with your tongue because when you falsify or you make a facade of something that's not real, you're actually hurting your son. Do you really love your son then? Do you really love your son when you tell him he's the best when he's not? Or do you say your son as a father, hey, go in the gym, we have to work on it, we have to do this and this and that. Don't call him the boss, because he's not the fucking boss. He's not the fucking boss. Don't say, oh, let the boss talk. He's not the fucking boss. He ain't even close to being the boss. You can't dominate what he did last fight. So you gotta be real with your son. My son knows. My son will tell you. BT will tell you. My dad is real. People like me because I'm real. I tell people, I don't know. Anywhere I go, I can talk to people and relate to them. You know why? Because I'm real. And you can agree with me or disagree with me, but that's just where I am. And I walk away the same way. My head standing up. You know what I'm saying? So as a father, if you love your son, I'm talking to Junior. I'm talking to Senior Lopez. I'm talking to Teofimo. I'm talking to Bill Haney. I'm talking to Devin Haney. If you love your son, you let him know how it is. You know what I'm saying? Let them know how the grind is. Let them know it's not easy. You gotta perform out there. You gotta beat the fuck out of them. And if Henny can't do it, then Bill needs to get in there with some gloves and beat the shit out of his son and let him know, okay, this you don't understand what I'm trying to tell you. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you in the ring and sparring with you, and you fight me. You gotta get that in his mind. Let him know you gotta come out and perform. You're only as good as your last performance, as your last dance. It's just the way it is in boxing. And I'm talking real. My son, my son. I'm talking about Teofimo. I'm talking about my son BT. My son does a lot of shit you guys don't even know. My son's walked miles, fucking miles in the hot heat and 90 degrees weather to get up just one fucking interview. Huh? My son keeps going. You know why my son keeps going? Because my son says to me every day, he said, Dad, I learned from you. You work 3, 4, 5, 10 jobs, 5, 6 jobs, and you do what I had to do. You gotta be an example. You know what I'm saying? And my son's done that. That's why my son's a true school sports. You guys can say I'm dick sucking or whatever you want to say, but no, my son seen me what I did for him. Okay, and that's real. But when you sit there like Bill Haney and Church and all these people, and you put this fantasy thinking into your fighter's mind, it's not good. You're not being real to your son. You're not being honest with your son. Your son ain't ready for the big dance. When it comes, it comes. I'll give him it. I'll give him his flowers, but he ain't ready right now. He's not. If he can't be a 130 pounder, 135, 130 pounder, that came out to 135, then he ain't ready. And that's just the facts. No, my son has no spirit. My son has God's spirit. Let's get it, Golden Boy. Let's get it. Let's talk real. My son has God on his side. My son's gone all the way to England with $100 in his pocket, and he survived. You know why? Because he believed in God. Yeah, you could say he's foolish or whatever, but he's done it. So it's not a De La Hoya spirit. It's not this spirit. It's not that spirit. My son believes in himself, and he believes what he's all about. People are gonna hate him because he tells the truth about a lot of shit. He calls out he calls out people, and he tells people he pulls out the questions that motherfucking bias channels don't want to do. That's the difference between true school sports. And that's why it says true school sports. True. We real. We ain't hiding nothing here. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta respect that. Listen, man. What's happening is boxing today is a lot more politics than it's ever been in a long time. When you had back in the day when I grew up, it wasn't like that. But right now, everything is politics. Everything. Who the fuck? Take for example, I have a big beef in Montana. Love you. If you're watching this video, I respect you. You gave my respect in your last fight. But this fight right here, I'm very disappointed. You bringing a fucking a bulldog or whatever the fuck you bringing to the fight. What the fuck? You missed weight. You weren't disciplined. So what that's telling me about you? You're more concerned about your fucking dog than you are discipline in boxing. It's bringing money to you. Hmm? So I can't respect you. I can't respect you. Now, if you made weight and you do what you're supposed to do and you brought the dog, okay. But you're bringing the dog to get a limelight when you ain't doing shit right, get the fuck out of here. Can't respect that. You take Cambosis. Cambosis went to many countries, many different places in the backyard, and he fought for years, for years, for years. Nobody believed in him. But you know what? He believed in himself. And he did what he had to do. He didn't bring no fucking dog to the damn show out. He didn't do this and that. You gotta get your priorities straight. Montana Love. I love you. I accept you. I like what you did last fight, but this fight right here, whether you want or not, I can't because you missed weight. The biggest thing, for you to have success, you have to have discipline. Discipline means getting up in the morning when you don't want to get up. Discipline means when you don't want to do things that take you out of your comfort zone, and you go ahead and do it. That's what makes you great. Okay, Muhammad Ali fucking ran forever, do whatever he had to do. He talked a lot of shit. He did this stuff, but he did it. discipline is a big thing for your success. And right now, we don't see that in a lot of boxes. We see the politics of it. We see the this and that, this and that. Montana Love today showed me another side of him that I didn't like. Okay, you can say that about De La Hoya, but if that's the case, then De La Hoya should know how to train. De La Hoya should know how to take care of Golden Boy. De La Hoya should know how to take care of his fighters to make sure that he gets the right fights for the fighters. Okay. Um, Magia belongs to De La Hoya, right? Right? Magia, great fighter, Mexican fighter. People love him to death. He's all this and that. But he won't fight Andre. Okay. So before you sit here and put De La Hoya on the top and all this other shit that he wasn't scared, that's De La Hoya. That's his resume. We're talking about McGear. McGear don't want to fight fuck Andre. McGear don't want to fight Andre. He has no clue what the fuck he want to do. He don't want to fight Andre. Oh, give me a couple of months, give me this and that, this and that. So he belongs under the De La Hoya, right? De La Hoya should call it out. Does he do that? No. So fuck De La Hoya. Tomorrow's fight, Robert Sanchez. Tomorrow's fight with Tank versus Pitbull. He was fill in. Pitbull is going to be another Mexican fighter that comes forward. He's got a chance. He's got a knockout chance. He's got power. He got this to knock out people. But I expect Javante Davis to win the fight. The fuck, man. Jesus Christ. Fuck thing. Yeah. Fuck. Fucking thing. Trying to get this fucking thing to work. Hold on. Here you go, guys. There's the link. If you want to go ahead and come in as a guest, want to talk and tell your feelings about whatever fight, just go ahead and get that link. We can talk all day. So you guys let me know if you want to talk or whatever. I'm here. Fuck is this bullshit? And I'm here. We can talk all day. I posted a link out there. If you want to come as a guest, let me know. I'm here to talk about it. I have no problem with talking to you guys. That's why we talk about boxing and stuff about that. So I'm waiting for that. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna put Sanchez on. Come on, Sanchez. Okay. Hello? Okay. Yes. Hello, Sanchez. How you doing? Can you hear me? Sanchez, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Sanchez, can you hear me? I can't hear you. Oh, shit. Sanchez, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Sanchez? Fuck. Sanchez, can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Sanchez? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello. Anybody want to come in? There's the link right there. Everyone wants to talk. It's right there. Link is right there. Yeah, I'm here, Zeus. Go ahead, talk. Tell me what you want to tell me. There's my link right there. Hello. Yeah, man. Yeah, he's young and experienced, but I mean, they're blowing all this air in front of his face, and he didn't perform the way he's supposed to. Anybody want to come in? I invite the guests right now. Anybody want to come in? Come in and talk if you want. Hello?
Yes, sir. My man. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, what's going on, man? I'm not good. I'm not great with this damn freaking computer shit. But how you doing, man?
Man, pretty good. How about you? See you doing the
I'm,
live today for your son, huh?
yeah, my son's actually he went to the fight and everything. He's probably at home right now. He probably want me to go ahead and cancel all this shit so he can talk.
Oh
But what's
yeah.
going on, man?
Man, nothing much, man. Just thinking about this fight I just saw. I'm with you, man. I'm very unimpressed with what I saw from Haney because I was rooting for him, and what I saw was just a little bit of like, man, I don't want to say this, but I feel like it was just like this fight was just for the money. Jojo did his thing.
Yeah,
Man, it just kind of felt like it was just a fight just to put a fight out there. I don't know.
yeah,
That's what I saw.
yeah. I agree with what you're saying, but what I'm really upset about is because I do like Bill Haney. My son's met Bill Haney. He's actually in Las Vegas right now, and I met him, and my son's met him, and David Haney. But they're blowing out too much air in his head, and he need. In my personal opinion, I'm not saying that you're right or wrong with what you say, but in my personal opinion, I've always been a very critical. If you're gonna come into a fight, you're gonna go in and dominate that fight. And actually, Jojo Diaz actually is 130 a 30 pounder. He's not actually 135. He only fought two fights in a 135-pound division, and I'm happy for him and everything. But David Haney was talking all this shit, but at the end of the day, as a father, you gotta let him know what time it is. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. That's the thing, man. Like, you know, I was expecting for him to come out there and show that he deserves that Cambozo's fight, and I didn't
Oh my
see it.
God! I'll be honest with you. I thought he was gonna knock him out. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought he was gonna come out there and knock him out with it between the. I gave him 4 or 5 rounds to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I was telling my wife that I thought it was gonna end by six, and it just kept on going and kept on going, and it looked like
Oh
Haney would come with the momentum, and he just kind of like backed up a little bit and just backpedaled. I don't know, man, but what I can say is like Haney and Cambosos, no,
yeah,
bro, Cambosos will tear this boy up, tear this
yeah.
boy up.
I know what I'm saying. So what in your opinion, who would you want to see Cambosa's fight? Because we already know that Haney ain't gonna fit the bill. Who would you want Cambosa to fight? Because Cambosa came out and said he said if you don't show me shit in your fight, you ain't gonna fight me.
Yeah, yeah, I know, and so it's really between Haney or Tank that Cambosa's looking at. To me, if you want to go ahead and if you want to get that excitement like Cambosa's talking about, then yeah, maybe Tank. But like if you want to get them the medals and you want to get them belts and you want to get this number, you want to
Yeah,
be on the top pound for pound, you probably want to go ahead and just take that Haney fight, just show everybody what's up.
I like Haney because Haney's got the belt that Cambosa needs, but I don't think he earned his stripes to fight Cambosa because he didn't show it tonight.
Yeah.
With Tank Davis, the problem I have with Tank Davis is this is my opinion. This is not my son's opinion. This is my opinion. Tank Davis is in the witness protection plan.
Yeah.
So even if he's fighting Pitbull tomorrow, um, good luck to him with him. Whatever. He's a come forward Mexican fighter that come forward and attacks, and he's got power and all this shit. But at the end of the day, he still doesn't have enough balls to tell Mayweather and tell him be like, hey, you know what? I need better fights than this. You know what I mean?
hmm So you think that like even if Tank goes ahead and maybe knocks out Cruz within like the 8 rounds, you still think that Tank will not accept that Cambozo's fight?
No, what I'm saying is that Tank needs to step up and tell
Oh, okay,
Ellerby
yeah,
and tell because at the end of the day, it all comes down to what the fighter really wants. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
The promoter promotes him. I get that what he's saying. They build up the fight and build up like LOB's thing is a narrative. We gotta build up the fight to make money off the fight.
Yeah.
But you're gonna make money off a Tank anyways. If you fight Lomachenko, he's a great fighter. He's very skillful and everything. Or anybody else.
hmm
What I'm saying is, you can't sit there and say build up the fight and not give the fights to the fans what they want. So what I'm saying is, I think, in my personal opinion, I think that Tank needs to step up and let him know, like, you know what, I can't sit here and suck your thumb and have my diapers put on, and you guys just call all the shots, and I can't do nothing. You just can't.
Yeah.
Your legacy is important. So what is your legacy? You want to just make money and not fight the top dogs,
Yeah.
or do you want to fight the top dogs and make that money? You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
like, and that's what I'm saying. So I got Tank winning the fight tomorrow, but I don't think that as long as he's inside that belt, the realm with Mayweather and LB, all they want is PBC fighting. That it's not going to help him at all. That's my own opinion. I like Haney. Haney's a skillful fighter, but I don't think I mean, he's always been born to money. He's always had
Mhm.
everything given to him. He's always, I mean, he's a skillful fighter. I can't take the skills he's got. I can't take that away from him. But what I will take from him is people blowing air in his head and telling him he's all that when he's not.
Man, that's true, man. Speaking about Convulsos, like I would love to see him fight Haney and Tank in these big fights. Man. But what I would like to see though is for him to get probably his next fight. I would like for it to be like a little like a smaller fight. Kind of like a little maybe he'll fight like the winner or maybe the loser of like Kami and Lomacek. I don't know, just want to see to get him to get like a little smaller fight before he goes and starts to reach out for like Haney and Tank. Not because I don't think he can do it, only
Yeah,
because I'd hate to see something bad happen to this dude because I really like him. I like Bozos.
yeah.
I want to see
I
him
mean,
punish these guys, but I would like for him to get it, like just like a fight to like a tune-up before he goes to starts fighting, the Haneys and stuff. Even though I think that he would beat Haney hands down, but I don't know if that would be a good idea for him to like either just get a little tune-up fight, or do you think he's ready already right now for the Haney and the Tank fight?
you talking about Cambosis?
Yeah, yeah. You think that he should do like a tune-up before he gets
I
these
think
big fights, or
I
you think
think
he's ready?
Cambosis is like an old school fighter. You just see the way he is. He really focused on his craft. I mean, even after he won the undisputed, you see him in the gym already. My son, if you go to my son's channel, he interviewed him while he's working out in the gym. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that tells you a lot about him. But I think he can. I honestly think that Cambosis can get beat. I'll be honest with that. That's just my own opinion, not my son's opinion. My own opinion.
That he
I think
can't he can't get beat right now.
no, he can get beat. He can get beat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I believe that. That's just me. But then again, what I believe and what actually happens in the ring is two different things.
Yeah, man, I'd hate for it to just be that that little story that happened in his next fight he fucking loses. Like I'd hate for something like that. I kind of would like to.
I
That's why
mean,
I'm pushing for
but
something like
that's
that.
but that's the way he is. That's the way Cambosis
Yeah,
is. He's like an old school fighter
yeah,
back in
yeah,
the
yeah,
day fighter. That way he's like this. Like, okay, I got all my belts. I'm not satisfied with that. I'll fight anybody to get my respect. So what he's basically saying is, even if I lose, I'll still get my respect because I fought the guys and nobody want me to fight and want me to hold on to the belts. You know what I'm saying? Like today in boxing, you see a lot of fighters that hold on to the belts and they make
hmm
all kind of excuses for everything. Where he's not like that. He's a throwback fighter. He's like, okay, even if I lose, okay, fuck it. I lose all my belts, but at least I fought somebody that I wanted to fight. I didn't hold back from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that does make sense. You could just tell right away. Like I can tell honestly, I didn't really know much about Cambozo, especially him being from like Australia. And like I'll be honest, like I just started watching like more boxing about this year. Like I've always watched fights my whole life, but I never
Yeah.
really got into it until
No,
like
I'm not.
finding out.
I'm not. I'm the same way. I actually grew up back in this 1977. I'm an old guy. 1977. I actually wasn't. Remember that movie, The Fighter, with
Yeah, yeah,
okay, I grew up in Lowell, Massachusetts. I actually was in the gym that they had a fight at, where they did all that remodel and all that. I know the guy, but I was like 8, 9 years old back in the day. But what I'm getting at is uh, you got to go ahead and as far as Cambosis, and he doesn't care. Like he really doesn't care about the belts. He just cares like, okay, I'm gonna make my big money right now. I make my money. I I don't care. I just want to fight everybody who is there, and you gotta respect that. You
yeah,
know what I mean? Like when you had Garcia, when you had Haney, when you had Teofimo, and who was the other one? Lomachenko, whoever it was, whatever four kings are, whatever the word.
yeah,
At the end of the day, it was all like it's all like constant bullshit, like a soap opera. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But this guy right here, he's like a throwback fighter. He's like, fuck it. I won the belts, but I won't go with anybody. But he's not gonna give him up easy. Don't get it twisted.
yeah,
And what disappointed me about Haney was that I expected him more from him. and I didn't see that tonight.
Yeah, like I definitely thought that he was gonna come out with more fire, trying to prove to everybody what he's about. And like from the stuff they were talking and like his dad and him, I I thought that's what it was gonna come out with. They're gonna come out with that
I'll be
fire.
honest with you, I thought he was gonna come out and knock the fuck out of Jojo Diaz, because Jojo Diaz is actually a 130 pound fighter. He's only had 2 fights on 135. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I thought he was gonna dominate. First of all, he's got the height, the reach, and everything. So I thought he was gonna come out and do what I expected him to do. He didn't do that. So for his dad to sit there and Bill Haney sit there and blow smoke in his head and tell him he's the boss and all this other bullshit, he's not. He's
Yeah,
not. To me,
man.
like
And
go ahead.
no, my bad. I was just gonna say, and like another thing that this fight really showed me was that, man, I don't think Haney got that power, man. Like I don't know if he's got that power in those punches. I mean,
I don't know, man. I just think I like him because he's very skillful. He is, but I think they're pushing him too fast,
hmm,
and and he's a very talented fighter, but he doesn't show when it comes to show. He doesn't come to the show and show it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Like if me and you got into a fight, right? You probably beat my ass, I'll beat your ass, or whatever. But we're gonna fight. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
We're gonna be fighting fist to fist. Um, what we call it. Haney doesn't do that
yeah,
because his
nah,
father is blowing him up, and saying like the same thing with Teofimo. You're blowing him up like, oh yeah, you're this great fighter, you're the boss, and you're all this. But in reality, you're not. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You gotta tell him like as a father, like I told my son, he does reporting and everything. He's in Las Vegas right now. You gotta be real what you say. You gotta stand up what you say and back it up. Like Haney had that opportunity, he didn't do that.
yeah, man. And it just reminded me, like while I was watching this fight towards the end, it just reminded me when BT had I don't know if it was a live, but I remember he was talking about how Haney, he had a lot of his fights like in Mexico, and he kind of padded his record a little bit. Like a lot of most of his fights were in Mexico, and it just
But
made me feel like, you know what, damn, you can kind of see
yeah,
that in this fight.
yeah, I'll be honest with you. My son knows a lot of prospects that he don't talk about a lot because he don't want to put them out there and make them look bad. But the problem with boxing is they go to Mexico or they go to Colombia, and they fight these garbage can boxers, right?
Hmm.
So they stack up their fighters and they beat the shit out of them. And so you're making your fighter believe like a facade.
Yeah.
You actually tell them like they're great because they beat these guys. A prime example, I'll tell you right now. Recently, I don't know if you follow him, but his name is he fought on Top Rank not like about 2 months ago. Chucho Melendez. I don't know if you follow him. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
I'll get back with you with that. He's Puerto Rican, he's Puerto Rican, wife Colombia, whatever. And he went to Colombia and he fought all these guys, right? But then when he got tested in the real fight, he won the fight, but it was barely because he fought two competition. So what
Mm.
I'm getting at, you can't do that with all these fights. You can't take them to Mexico and fight garbage cans. You can't take them to Colombia and fight them garbage cans and blow up their confidence. And then they get in the ring and they really fight a real fighter that level's different, and then they get exposed.
Yeah. So yeah, so like kind of like like honestly, these last two fights with Linares and then tonight, I kind of feel like you can kind of see the truth of what it really is. Like I don't think that obviously you can get more better with experience, but I don't think he can get better in the time that he is going to get better if he's gonna fight like Camboza's next. Like that shit ain't gonna happen like in a couple months. Like that's what you see today. You might see a little bit better his next fight, but from what I see, I don't think you can see much better. He needs experience. He needs to
Well,
fight more.
well, the
But
thing is that Cambosos wants to get that belt because then that would legitimize that he's got all the belts. You know what I'm saying? Even though Cambosos is saying like, "Fuck it, I got 5, 6 belts. I don't care about that belt." But
mhm.
really, he wants to get that belt. But I would not give him the big fight to him because he didn't earn it. He didn't show
Yeah.
me. You know what I mean?
So
So
so so remind me since I know Tank went back down to 35, 135. He doesn't have a belt currently, right? He's just fighting tomorrow.
no,
Just
he's just fighting. He's fighting Pitbull tomorrow. It's gonna be tomorrow on Showtime or whatever he's on tomorrow.
mhm.
He's technically he's only a one world champion. He's not a like people say he's a 3 world champion, like the media and everybody else.
Yeah.
But he's only unified and done good. Which I think it's 130 pounds.
Yeah, yeah, 130.
Right. So he's only won two titles. The other titles he won all trinkets. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
Yeah.
the media's not saying that. But what I have a problem with Tank is he doesn't get the balls to tell Mayweather or tell LB like, you know what, I need the real fights to make my legacy.
You think if he wins tomorrow, you think he's pushing for that fight, or you think he's just waiting to see what his team is gonna do, not actually him?
I think he's gonna beat Pitbull because Pitbull is a pressure fighter, like
Mm-hmm.
a Mexican fighter that comes forward and he's very active and everything. But I don't think he's gonna beat Tank. Tank will beat him. But the problem I have with Tank is it's like take for example you had a job, right? You have your manager, you have your director, or who the fuck you have with charge you, right? You don't want to say shit to him because you don't want anything to backfire on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're gonna go ahead and have him call the shots, and that's where I think Tank has a problem with that. He doesn't know how to speak up for himself. He lets LB and Mayweather control him, and doesn't realize, yeah, you're making money, but your legacy gonna be shit. You know?
So you don't even think that when Davis, if he wins tomorrow, that his team is even going to be trying to reach for that Cambosos fight? You think they're going to look another direction?
I honestly think they got him so protected. It's just crazy because if you think about it, before Cambosos won this fight, Tank could have fought Teofimo. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? If he
Yeah.
really wanted to, but they didn't want to do that. Oh no! If you listen to LB, all he talks about is, oh, we got to build the fight up and we got to sell seats and all this bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit. If you got Tank, he's a talented fighter. You put him with the best. That's how I was brought up. So I don't agree with that. And he's actually hurting Tank, but Tank don't have enough balls to tell him that. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, man. So like, it's kind of almost looking like the Haney one is probably gonna be the one that happens then, or
Yeah,
the
I like
winner.
I like Haney a lot. Don't get me wrong. I bitched him on everything, but I bitched him out because his father talked a lot of shit. I'm not there. I'm a VA veteran. I've been to the war. I've been through all kinds of shit. So I won't back down for nobody. And sometimes when I hear Bill Haney talk to my son, I'll be like, yo, chill the fuck out. You don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
I'm not gonna lie. When I heard that, when I saw those two interviews that he had, that he posted, that BT posted on YouTube, I was like,
Yeah.
yo, what you coming with that? He like, why you
Yeah.
talking to him like that? Damn.
Yeah. Because the thing is, because my son will call out the way it is. He doesn't care. He call out the way it is. A lot of biased channels won't do that.
Yeah,
You know what
no,
I'm
he'll
saying?
know.
He actually just got, to be honest, he just got hired. He wanted to get Fight Hike, offered him a job. And he
Oof.
told, and he told him, go fuck yourself.
Damn, to that boy Sean.
Yeah, he's good friends with Sean. Him and Sean are great friends.
Oh, but he doesn't own that channel.
No, he doesn't own that channel, but Fight Hype, the owner,
Yeah.
actually approached my son and asked him like, "Yo, why don't you come to Fight Hype?" My son said no because then you're gonna sit there and say that two sports was built up on Fight Hype, and I'm not doing that. I built this
Mm,
channel on my own. My son does everything by himself. My son does
yeah.
the editing. He does the videos. You don't even know how much work he puts into it. And we'll pull I'm talking real to you. We're poor motherfuckers. We don't have money. We don't have thing. I had just had a heart attack, this and that. My son walks miles and does. I mean, he struggles, but he builds the channel the way he
Yeah.
has to do it. So, what I'm getting at is, a lot of times he doesn't want to get involved in a challenge because he doesn't want to give the credit to them of building up his channel. You get me?
Yeah.
And
Independent.
he's real.
Independent.
When he asks the questions, he'll tell the way it is. He
Yeah.
don't try to hide. He don't try to be biased or dick ride any of the fighters or make videos just to get views. He says the way it is, you know.
Oh
So
yeah, man. Oh yeah, like I think I just started following this year, and I basically, I like the only channel that I follow because y'all been I followed other ones, but I had to
oh man,
unsubscribe.
you have the right to follow whoever you want to follow. That's
Nah,
the way it
bro,
is.
it's you can see it, man. Like when you follow certain people, they just keep on like they just push out these narratives, and it's like, yeah, I can't
Yeah,
follow that shit. I
and
can't
that's
follow shit.
my son's not like that. My son will call out the way it is. Like he went to Eddie Hearns and talked about the Manguian Bubu Andre fight, and, and people think that he hates Canelo, but it's not that he hates Canelo. He hates the fact that Canelo keeps avoiding Bubu Andre. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you're a two champion and you fight him, then that's the end of it. That's all. That's the end of the discussion. But people don't see it that way, especially Mexican fans. So
Oh yeah.
it's I mean, we all have. This is why it's called boxing. This is why it's called sports. We all have our own opinions. I think we respect everybody's opinion, but at the end of the day, you gotta call it the way you call it. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying?
Like
So
he always said, gotta call a spade a spade.
Yeah,
Good
my
boy.
son's always been like that, and I tell him the same thing. You be true to yourself. You don't want nobody to nobody. So Fight Hype actually offered him a job about 2 weeks ago. He called me and told me, Dad, but you think? He said, no, I'm not going to do it because then if I go with Fight Hype, the owner called me and told me that I could work for them. He's like, nah, because then they're going to say, oh, because of me, because of us, we brought your channel up. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
he's
no.
and I've been a single parent. I mean I'm with my wife now. My wife's disabled. I don't even know you. I'm telling you real.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and this is the way it is. My wife's disabled, and my son's had a lot of struggles. But you know what? He keeps going. He's been blessed with people in Las Vegas. He's gone to England with $100 in his pocket. I don't know how the fuck he survived. Don't ask me. But he's done it. But what I'm telling you is, people like him. Even like sometimes I'm sitting right here, and trainers that I don't even know who they are, who train Mike Tyson, all these famous fighters, call him because he's straightforward on what he says. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I mean, so I respect that from my son, but I'm not gonna let nobody talk shit about him because they don't know I struggle. Like right
Yeah.
now, I had a heart attack. I got
Yeah.
a 24/7 some kind of shit on my heart right now and all this bullshit. But I, tonight I did the live and it cut off me because of the zone app or whatever happened. And but I do it to support him, and he's got good friends and everything. But it's not easy, bro. It's
Nah.
not. And the politics behind all this boxing is crazy.
Yeah, man. Like I always knew about it, that there's all this crazy stuff going on, but like to really get deep into it, it's really crazy. It's a real crazy
Oh
thing,
my
man.
God,
Like
I don't even know it. My son, sometimes he'll come from Las Vegas or he'll come from wherever he's at. He's like, Dad, I can't tell you everything because you're gonna get really upset. You know what I'm
damn.
saying? So I mean, it's a lot of politics, a lot of stuff. I didn't think it was like that, but I'm starting to see that that's how it is. It's like a WWF. Let's be honest. The WWF, they go in there and they fight, and you know how they're gonna win, who's gonna win, whatever. And the promoters and all these people, everything's like it's like the mafia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's crazy, but I do like Haney. I do like. I'm not mad at. I'm mad at because he didn't come out and make a statement. I do like Haney, but I don't think tomorrow with Pitbull fighting this guy, 10 days, it's gonna make a difference, and they're gonna make it sound big. The media's gonna make it sound, oh yeah, he did this, he didn't do shit. He fought a fucking guy that they got an opportunity from Mexico to come in forward and fight and pressure him. That's it, you know. Tank,
With what maybe like a less than a month notice or something.
yeah, whatever it was like crazy because the whole thing is with the Rolly who was supposed to fight Tank,
Yeah.
he got caught up with this. So I'm saying you can't mix money with women. Women will fuck you up left and right. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
So I was telling him, and my son's like deep into all that shit. He knows all the people and all this stuff. He knows Rolly. He knows all this stuff, and he's like, Dad, you won't believe what happened. I said, you can't get women involved in that shit, sex, all that shit. You can't, man. Once you get women involved, no matter how you look at it, in society, you know how American society is, they're gonna favor the woman no matter what, you know.
Yeah,
So
man. That's how
so
it
I was
is, man. But
yeah, so I was telling him I was like, let go of Rolly. He's gonna fight this pit bull. Yeah, people gonna make it sound like oh he's big, make Javante Davis be all this, but it's not really a big fight. Javante Davis should be fighting Lomachenko, should be fighting Tank, should be fighting Lomachenko, should be fighting Tio, should be fighting fucking all the top dogs in his weight. You know what I'm saying? And he's not
yeah,
doing it because I don't know if you look a few months ago when Floyd Mayweather came out, he actually said that he wants to keep everything in the PVC.
yeah, I
In the
remember
P-
that. Yep.
so that's all he's doing. He's not really taking them out of the realm. So how can you build up a legacy when you don't try to get out of that? You know what I'm saying?
And it kind of it almost it's like Tank is like the Canelo of the lighter weights because
Yeah.
these guys just want to fight the easiest opposition, man.
Yeah, you can't like what I don't like about Canelo. Like right now, I'm really pissed off at Canelo, and people say that Two School Sports hates Canelo. It's not that we hate Canelo. It's like he avoided Bubu Henry like twice already, right? And he goes up to cruiserweight, right? And he
Mm.
fights the weakest champion on there. So how can you build a legacy on that when you're not fighting the best champion in that division? You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
So Canelo backtrack and he's gonna wait for the winner of them two instead of fighting like Bivol or fighting a Coley or fighting somebody else. So it just shows you how Canelo is. You know what I'm saying? But people don't want to see the reality of that. If you tell somebody that, oh no, Canelo's all this and that, but he's not fighting the best of the best. You know, he's just going for belts. You know, I mean, I'm not hating on Canelo. He's done a lot for the Mexican fighting. He's done a lot for a lot of people. But I just think that if you're gonna have a legacy, you gotta fight the best.
Yeah, man. Like that's what I see, and what I also see is like, okay, he's gonna get this belt. Canelo gets this belt. Like, I guarantee you, he's gonna go back down to 175 once those guys start fighting each other off, and all you got to.
Listen,
That's how it
listen.
is.
Yeah, let me tell you straight up. When he went to 175 and he fought Kovalev, right? That was a crazy fight because they were like buddies and all this stuff. And keep in mind, Kovalev was going to a lawsuit, so that worked out in Kovalev's favor, right?
Yeah.
But when he got up there, as soon as he won the 175, he vacated right away. Why do you think he vacated? Because he didn't want nothing from Bivol. He didn't want nothing from all the big dogs over there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I like Canelo. I'm not hating on him. I'm just hating on the fact that he's not. Like if you like for me, if like I don't know you, right? But if I fight you, you're the best one out there. I'm gonna try to kick your ass. And if I lose, then I hold my head up and I move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how it should be. But the politics of boxing, the Canelo controls a lot of stuff. So we'll see what happens with him. But I'm just saying, like in general, you have to fight the best to make a legacy. You can't do that. I can't respect you. Simple as that.
Yeah, man, and it's kind of hard to pinpoint right now which boxers are really fighting the best. I mean, from what I can tell right now, Campos is probably on the top of the list of people who fight anybody. Like, from what I
Well,
can tell.
the thing about Cambosis, and it's a shocker because nobody, I didn't pick him to win either. I picked Teofimo to be honest with you, and I'm being straightforward to you. I ain't gonna lie and say, oh, yeah, I had Cambosis. No, I didn't. I had Teofimo, but Cambosis proved that he did it. And the funny part is, Two Screw Sports, they go. My son goes. We in South Florida. We go to the gyms and everything. We meet the trainers and everything. So he's been there, and and to see Cambosis do what he did and how he's traveled all over the world for years and accomplished what he did, being the underdog and coming to New York and still being the underdog and beating the fuck out of Teofimo, you gotta respect that, bro.
Yeah.
No matter if you like it or you don't like it, you have to respect that because I just show. I mean, my son just made a. If you go on his channel, he just made a video with him training. Fucking 3 days after he won the belt, he's in the gym training already.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's
That's a
that's
dog mentality right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a throwback fighter. Regardless if he loses or not, you're gonna respect that guy because that guy's doing it the right way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what, man? Like, I don't put money on boxing or fighting or sports, right? But I'm not, man. I swear, man. Like, I knew from the beginning, from that interview or the conference in June when Teofimo and Cambosos had that, when freaking Teofimo took his shirt off and he was like getting all, you seen that
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
right there and then I knew that this is not gonna go well, bro. I
yeah.
knew
Well,
right there that this
well,
is not
I
gonna go
knew
well.
like a long time ago. I was telling my son that what they're doing is they're doing. Oh, hold on a second. I got this, I had a heart attack, so I got this machine on me. I ain't lying to you. I got a machine on me because I had a heart attack, but it monitors my heart and everything. But
Yeah.
anyways, what I want to say is that the thing is that what we said, I lost my train of thought.
Maybe they were trying to like sell the fight or something. What they were trying to do because of how Teofimo and George
No,
Cambosos.
Teofimo will fight anybody, but the thing is that they what I was telling my son was that they were talking too much and they were not doing enough training. That's my
Yeah.
own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't respect the opponent they were fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you don't respect your opponent, like if me you go on to fight Sanchez, you might beat my ass, but I gotta respect you because I don't know what you're gonna throw at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they didn't do that. They took it for granted. That's what I'm getting at. And
Yeah.
and his father, we met him and everything. My son did all the interviews with him, and I like him a lot. But he actually like, I think back in the day, you know when like let's say you want to live your life in somebody else's life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So he's living
And
through his son.
right.
Yeah.
That's the problem with Junior. And Junior needs to realize that why you can't put pressure on your son. You're the one that that brought him there. You did everything for him, but you can't expect him to be like you because he's not like you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's sad. It's a sad way how they lost. It's a sad way how they should have gave credit. No matter how you lose or whatever, you give respect. You tip your hat to the other guy, and they didn't do that. You know?
Yeah, man, and like I like Teofimo too. I do like him, but I think from this fight, I think for what's maybe I'm not the one to say that can make the decision, but I think that his best decision would be to go ahead and find another trainer, man. Like I don't think that I don't
Well,
know, man. Like his
I think
dad
it's
was
very
not giving him good advice in the
no,
corner.
no, he wasn't. But it's very difficult to just like tell you that, like get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So what the best way to do it? The best way to do it is like you say, like you say to him like, hey, we're gonna bring another voice in here. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
And then you have the other voice because honestly, they had a guy from here from South from Miami. His name was Jorge Rubio. That guy was he's a well known trainer here in South Miami, and he was out there in New York training him. But then all of a sudden, he's nowhere to be found. So I think that was his father's part doing. And that, I mean, if he had him in his corner, he probably would have won the fight. You know?
yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah. So like he had this guy. This guy was good. The trainer that he had in the beginning. I'm talking about a couple months ago before all this shit happened. He had his name's Jorge Rubio. He's a Cuban guy, well known down here in South in Miami, and he's a good trainer. And he had him there. Then like I was expecting him to he'd be there for the fight, and he wasn't there. So
Well, yeah, because I remember during that last press conference, Cambosos was throwing out shots like, "Oh, that's why you got rid of this guy and this guy." Like, it was it sounded like Teofimo was getting rid of his people. I don't know if he was getting rid of them because of I don't know what the situations were, but it kind of made it sound like
I think
he was going through a
I'll be
downfall.
honest with you. A lot of it is his dad. His dad's. I love his dad, Junior. My son interviewed his dad, and they've had discussions back and forth, disagreements or whatever. But his dad is not disciplined enough to teach his son the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's kind of what I saw, especially during the fight. I mean, telling him, "What are you doing? Just go for a knockout. Slow down."
Yeah,
Like
you
you know.
can't do that. But the thing is, he's trying to live his dream over his son. You can't do that
Yeah, yeah, he
because
probably got to take a step back.
yeah, you can't do that. You gotta say your son is your son, and you didn't accomplish your dream, but at least try to help your son be a successful fighter. You don't put pressure on him. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And that's what he did. And I think that at the end of the day, it actually hurt Teofimo. You know what I mean? Because Teofimo believed everything his dad said, and in reality, it wasn't the way it was. You know?
Yeah. So I mean, now he's looking up to go to 140, and I don't know where he can start at. I wouldn't mind seeing a Regis Prograis fight, but I don't know if that ever happened. But that right
Yeah.
there, that right there would be a nice fight to watch.
I mean, I'm a big fan of Progress, so I love him to death. But I don't think Teofimo like would jump into that. I think he'll go to 140 and fight some lower echelon fighter,
Hmm.
uh, and then gradually build himself back up. But as long as he has his father, he doesn't have another voice in there. And if he had a voice in there, his father takes him out of there, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, man.
He will never be successful if his dad's gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if his dad's trying to live his life, like
I mean,
that was.
even just a little bit of humility would go a long way with them. A little
Yeah,
humbleness.
but his dad's not like that. His dad's not like that. His dad like, okay, well, I didn't get to be a boxer, so I'm gonna live my dream through you. So you're putting pressure on your son to be somebody he's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And that's not good. That's not good. So I hope that they learn from what happened to them now. I don't think that they were training. They didn't take compulsion seriously, and it's like any fight, you can't just like fall asleep on any opponent. Honestly, you can't.
yeah. So, what's the fight you're looking forward to
What you mean with Teofimo or with
with
tomorrow?
anybody?
Well, I think Javante David's gonna win tomorrow, but I need to see him step up and fight real competition. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Teofimo's gonna come back. I think he's gonna come back motivated. I just think that he needs to have another voice
Yeah.
on his side. Another like when he had Jose plus Rubio, which is a good. I interviewed him and everything, so having him on this corner would have been good. But I don't know what his dad did. His dad's is the problem, to be
Yeah,
honest. His
that
dad's the
makes
problem.
sense.
So I like to see Tank beat Pitbull, and then Tank step up and fight somebody up there, Kambosa, whatever he's got to do, Lomachenko, whatever, to get his respectability because he's not going to get it as long as he's fighting bumps, you know.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
I'm not saying Pitbull is a bum because he's actually getting an opportunity to do good. Canelo called him and give him praises and whatever. He's aggressive and everything, but I just think Davis is in a different level.
Yeah, that tomorrow, man. Like I do think that I think that Cruz. I think he's got a chin on him, man. So I'm hoping that that chin gonna last. But I don't know. I've seen just a couple of his fights. I actually watched his last fight. It was on TV. It was actually, I think it was like an undercard.
Right,
It was an
right.
undercard, and I remember he did really good, but I didn't see really no much head movement, like kind of little. It's kind of
No,
no footwork.
no, he's like a Mexican that comes out that does the same. Every Mexican does this. They're a pressure fighter that comes forward and just batter the shit out of you. You
Yeah,
can't do that with Javante. Javante will figure you out and he'll knock the shit out of you.
and I believe that's true, but I also believe from what I hear is that supposedly that one of the reasons why Leonard Elby and Mayweather don't want to put him in those tough opponents is because they think they're kind of afraid of his chin. Maybe they see something in the gym that maybe he's been rocked around, rocked a couple times during sparring or something. But from what I've like read and heard on like some videos is that the reason why they don't want to put Tank out there is because they're actually worried about his chin. So.
Yeah, but however you want to look at it, I mean, Tank's already is a good name. It's a household name.
Mhm.
You got to put him out there. Eventually, he's going to get exposed, whether he's got a good chin or not.
Yeah.
And I mean, from promoters' point of view, they want to get off. They want to make money off of him. So of course, they're going to not put him with the best fights. You know what I'm saying? My son the other day he interviewed a Golden Boy matchmaker. I don't know if you went to his channel and checked it out.
Mhm.
He interviewed some Golden Boy matchmaker. He was questioning about Boo Andre, why Manguia is not fighting him. As soon as he started asking him about Boo Andre and Manguia, he walked away. He's like, "Oh, I got to go."
Yeah. And then,
So what I'm
that happens a lot though. I seen that a lot. When people start asking about Boo Boo, they're like, "Yeah, man, next question, man."
Yeah, yeah. So what I'm getting at is the same thing with Tank. If Tank is put in a situation where he can't beat the opponent, they're not gonna LB's not gonna put him in that predicament. But at
Mm.
the same time, Mayweather came out and said that he just wants to keep other PBC fighters in the PBC stable, which is not really good for boxing. You know.
Yeah, and like you've been watching boxing longer than me. Like, how long can you get away with that? Like, how long is that really a thing that you can keep on going for? Like in your career, is there really a point where eventually you're just gonna have to start fighting the best, or can you just really duck
No,
people?
because what happens is the problem with boxing is the problem is you got the fighters that want to fight whoever they want to fight, right? But then you have the promoters who are politically inclined to do whatever they think is best for them, money
Mhm.
wise. Not for the fighter's sake, but for them to make money, So what they're gonna do, the promoter, what they're gonna do, they're gonna go ahead and use that investment to make all the money they can make out of him before they actually get the fight that they want to get.
Yeah.
So that's how the promoter. So, but the problem is, if you're a free agent, what I mean by that is, if you're not signed to nobody, it's better for you because you can sign out with anybody, any fight, and fight anybody. But if you're signed to a promoter, you actually screwed yourself because even if you want the big fight, you're not going to get the big fight because the promoter has the last word in the fights.
Yeah. Man, speaking of free agents, you got me thinking about Terrence Crawford when you say that. What do you think about a Terrence Crawford Spence fight? You think that's ever gonna happen?
Right now, I don't think it's going to happen. Right now, I don't know what deal is with Terrence Crawford. I would love to see it because that would put uh, we shut everybody else about Spence. Spence was a sore loser. If you seen the fight when Crawford fought a Porter,
Yeah.
Spence got up, he walked away like a bitch.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
he
what I'm
did.
saying? He walked away like a bitch, and he didn't even want to answer nothing. But in reality, if you're that boxer that you say you are, and you're making excuses and all of a sudden now all of a sudden you have no more excuses and you walk away, it doesn't. It's not a good look on you, you know. Even
Yeah.
though his trainer came out on a fight hub, and he came out, he was like, "Oh no, Spence wants to fight him and all this other shit. Get out of here. You don't want to fight. You don't want no Crawford. You know what I'm saying?"
Yeah, I honestly lost a lot of respect for him that night. Usually a fighter will either go up on the ring or stay around ready for the interview. He took off, man, and it
Yeah, he
felt
took
like,
off like a bitch. He took
yeah,
off and left. I'm like, I can't believe what he's doing. But the reality is because he has no this when you get a fighter in the corner and there's no more excuses, no more lullabies or whatever alibis to protect you. The reality is you got to face this guy,
yeah,
and that's what Crawford came out and said during that fight. He said, "I didn't even know he was here." He said he wasn't come to one of my fights. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Basically, he's calling him out. He's like, "Okay." He says he don't come to my fight, but he's here on my fight, and he walks out like a bitch. You know.
yeah. I saw that one. Yeah, I
So
mean,
I
I
mean,
I could see Spence, kind of ducking that fight a little as much as he can, and turning around and trying to fight you guys to take that belt from him. That's what I see happening. Yeah, I would love to see that Crawford fight, but I just, man, like boxing sometimes it just lets you down, man.
listen, man. I love Tank. I mean, not Tank. I love Crawford. What I always said about I only bet once against him, and I should have never bet against him. What I like about Crawford, he's got a dog in him, and you push him to the limit, he's gonna come out and show you what he's all about.
Yeah,
Spence, what he should have done was speak to the media and come out and say, "Look, this is what's happened." You know what I'm saying? Let him
yeah,
miss status. He didn't do that. He walked away like a bitch.
yeah,
So that doesn't look good on his part. But we don't know what's gonna happen with that. You know?
yeah, man. Yeah, that's how it
Yes,
is, man.
it's boxing. We could talk all day. Boxing. I told my wife what she wants to sleep already. I told my wife, I was like, I got to do this live for my son. My son's still in Las Vegas. He's got a
Yeah,
lot of kind of content in the on his channel, and I appreciate you coming on here and doing this. I'm not computer savvy at all. I'm not,
oh no,
but,
I hear you. Yeah,
but I
I'm actually hoping to. I'm trying to go to the fight in December 18th in San Antonio because I live in Austin, Texas.
well, my
So
son's gonna be there. My son's gonna be there.
yeah, that's actually what I was trying to go because I wanted to go watch the fight, but I did want to go actually meet him because we had said it on one of his live streams, and he was like, yeah, I'll be there, come through, and yeah, so
Yeah, man. Just if you can't meet him, just shoot him an email on Instagram or whatever, and like he's all over the place. Like right now, he's got a friend from Fight Hype, and he's taking him all over the place and stuff and doing his thing and here in Las Vegas. But he's gonna be going. He's going to that fight. So just shoot him an email or whatever and say I'm gonna be there, or even shoot me an email or him whatever. He'll answer you back.
yeah, because I think he's going to Mexico or something here pretty soon too.
Yeah, yeah. He's going. He's actually going to Mexico because he's a good friend of Angelo Leo,
Yeah, yeah,
right? So I don't know who's fighting. I don't know if it's Angelo Leo. I don't want somebody else in the stablemate he's fighting. He's going out there with them. So he's going to Mexico. I just sent him his passport to go. Yeah. So even if you can't get to the fight and meet him, like just touch base with him. He'll talk to you and stuff. You know.
yeah, for sure, man.
I mean, you gotta your life, do your thing. Me, like I said, my health is real bad right now, so I never expected this for myself. But no, I appreciate you coming to the channel and talking to me, and I'm honest. I'm never gonna lie to you about anything. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's boxing, about life, or whatever, you ask me, I'm here for you. You know what I mean?
Oh yes, sir. Shit,
And
man. Well, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the live.
yeah, God bless, man. I mean, nobody. I don't know if somebody's gonna come on here or not, but just God bless yourself. God bless your family. Have a happy New Year. Thank you for coming on the channel. Subscribe to the channel like you're doing, and follow us. And God bless you, bro. That's all I
Hey,
want.
man. You too, and I'll pray for you and your health, bro.
Yeah, God bless you and your family, your mom, your dad, whoever. Blessings to you guys, man. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Hey, have a good one, pops.
All right, God, take care, bro.
Already.
God bless. All right. Yeah, I just had a good discussion with one of the guys over here. He was asking me about a lot of stuff. So if anybody else want to come on, just let me know. I'm still here. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm still talking. Um, if somebody wants to come on, just let me know, and I have no problem with that. Let me see what's over there. That's my link. If you guys want it, you can talk to me. I don't have no problem with that. No, man, I'm up right now, man. I ain't sleeping yet. I'm about to go to sleep in a few minutes, Golden Boy. Have a good night. God bless you for supporting the channel. All y'all that are here, I appreciate y'all being here, and thank you. If anybody else wants to come on, just let me know. Well, I just sent you already. Yeah, anybody else want to come on? I mean, we seen what Haney did tonight. Tomorrow we have the fight with Tank Davis versus Pitbull. You guys give me your thoughts on that. If you don't, my son's gonna go live for that, and I really appreciate you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Anybody else wants to get food thoughts? Just let me know. I'm here. I'm listening. All 10 of you guys, give a like if you haven't, and I really appreciate you for being awake as long as I am. I'm still 3 o'clock over here. I don't know where you guys live. It's 3 o'clock in the morning over here, and I'm still talking boxing. So if anybody wants to come on, just let me know. I have no problem with letting you guys in. Just let me know. Yeah, Crawford's the beast, Golden Boy. He ain't no joke. Nah, man, Golden Boy. Tank is being protected by Mayweather and LB. So until he gets off the witness protection, protection, it's always gonna be like that. Robert Sanchez, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for everything. Yeah, thank you so much, man. You're right about that, man. I was going with your mouth, but he didn't do his job. But hey, you know what? That's what we call it, boxing. And we don't know what the outcome's gonna be. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you for the support for the channel. God bless you and your family. Thank you so much, Robert Sanchez. No, I don't think Spence wants to smoke with Crawford. I mean, the way he got up and he walked away from the fight after Crawford knocked the shit out of Sean Porter tells you a lot about him. Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep in a few minutes because I have to. Because like I said, I got low blood pressure and everything. But I'm trying to get you guys in here and get you guys say what you want to say. Want to come on live? I have no problem with that. There's the link right there. I put it out there. So if you guys want to come and talk, all 11 of you guys, give a like and come on. I have no problem with that. But thank you so much. Tomorrow, Tank Davis is fighting Pitbull, Mexican fighter. He was a last minute fill in because Rolly Romero didn't make he had issues, personal problems. So he was a fill in. So he's actually an active fighter, Mexican fighter, very active, very come forward, very pressure fighting. So we'll see how Jamal Davis is going to handle that. Follow True School Sports. Thank you for everything. Super chat like Robert Sanchez. Thank you so much. Blessings to you and your family. And have a good night or good morning. If anybody wants to come on, just let me know. I have no problem before I get off. Yeah, BT's gonna go. BT's gonna go live tomorrow. Robert Sanchez. He's gonna go live from Las Vegas. So you can catch his live tomorrow. He's gonna be going live. I just rolled in tonight because his friends were going out with him to see the fights and everything, and I'm sure he's got his own videos he want to put out. So he'll be there tomorrow for sure on the live. Well, I don't think Henny deserves. I'll be honest with you, Lawrence REB. I don't think, in my own opinion, I don't think that Haney deserves a fight. He didn't do shit tonight. He was supposed to do what he's supposed to do. He didn't do it, so he ain't ready for that. And one thing that Cambosis came out and said, he came out and said that you got to show me what you did in your last fight. I'm quite sure he's not really impressed with what Haney did, so he gonna fight him. I'm most likely probably fight Lomachenko. No, I'm not really too much into Oral Spence walking away. I think that if he's a true champion, he would have stepped up, gone to the ring, or at least give credit to Crawford winning his fight, and he didn't even do that. He's a fucking sore loser, and he knows that when he fights Crawford, he's gonna be it's gonna be a tough fight for him, straight up. Anybody who will come in, there's the link. So if you want to come in, just let me know. I'll put you on the link and we could talk a little bit. If not, it's already 3 o'clock in the morning, so I know it's late. So if you guys are sleeping, I get it. Thank you for being with Two School Sports. I might just end this live if nobody else wants to come on. I'm just trying to, talk boxing. Anybody want to come on before I go off? You can. If not, Haney, I'll be honest with you, Bronco, who is Jabraka. I don't think Haney can go fly all the way to Australia, but he's gonna get his ass whooped. He didn't do shit tonight. What do you think he's gonna do over there? And you see Cambosis, he won the undisputed, and he's not even celebrating. He's already in the gym. So that's just a lot about Cambosis. Those belts are not coming out easy. Um, Haney didn't show me shit tonight. He got a UD decision that don't mean shit. So he's wasting his time going to Australia. If you want to come on the live, there's a link right there. You can come on the live and speak your piece. Lawrence RBE, I would greatly appreciate it. If not, thank you so much. Cambosis is gonna win. I'm telling you right now. I'll predict. I'll make the prediction right now. Cambosis is gonna beat the shit out of Cambosis is gonna beat the shit out of Haney. Haney's not ready for that fight. People are pressuring him too much. He's not ready for that. There's my link if you want to come on live and talk a little bit. It's all good. If you don't, I get it. It's too late. But I don't think Haney is ready for Cambosis. He's gonna lose that fight. And if he loses that fight, you can forget about it. He better just take his time, build himself up, and become more aggressive and do what he's got to do. Haney talk a lot of shit, but he didn't do what he's supposed to do. But that's because everybody's blowing a lot of air in his head. His dad, church, the poet, all that shit. It's not good. Yet tell him you didn't come out and perform tonight. You didn't finish off your opponent. You ain't ready for that Cambosis. I'm telling you right now, he's not. Cambosis gonna beat him. I'm gonna tell you straight up. You don't have to worry about it. I'm telling you right now. If Haney goes into this fight, he didn't do shit tonight. He's gonna do the same shit all the time. Get his fighting and all this other bullshit and blah 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 blah. It's gonna be the same old bullshit. Yeah, he supposed to dominate that fight. He didn't do that. Well, it's 3 o'clock right now. Anybody else want to come on before I close out the live? Thank you all for your being here. Appreciate it. Tomorrow, stay tuned. BT's gonna be live for the tank fight with Pitbull. You can fill in with him. Greatly appreciate all your comments, good or bad. That's what we talk about. Everybody has entitled to their opinion. Ain't no hating on this channel, but we talk real talk here. Robert, the thing is, Robert, is Cambosis knows what the deal is. If Haney goes all the way to Australia, he might waste his time. He's not going to be Cambosis. Cambosis is a dedicated old school fighter who's already in the gym. He's already, like right now, if you see in Teofimo, him and his dad was partying and doing all this other shit. Cambosis is a different cut from a different cloth. He's old school. He's not going to lose his fights. He's gonna go in there and do what he gotta do. Cambosis can call whoever he wants. Cambosis got all the belts, but he really wants the belt that Haney has. So this is like a catch-22. He can still fight Haney, even though he had a disappointing win tonight, and take that belt away from him, or he can just continue on doing what he's doing and fuck that belt, which I would do. He can fight Tank. He can fight Ryan Garcia. He can fight who else? His division. He got tough fighters. He can fight Tank, Ryan Garcia, even TLP. We can fight him also. You know what I'm saying? Just because he lost his belt doesn't mean shit. So he got Lomachenko to fight. Lomachenko called out. I forget who he called out. He came out and did it. So he's got a lot of options, but I don't think Haney's ready. That's okay. They can go to Australia, but Haney's not gonna win that fight. I'm telling you that right now. Haney is not beating George Kambosos in his hometown, in his backyard. That ain't happening. Haney couldn't even fucking finish off a 130-pounder tonight. What makes you gonna do that over there? I honestly think that Kambosos should fight Lomachenko. That's my own opinion. He should fight Lomachenko. Anybody come on? I dropped the link on here, so you guys come on. I'll drop it again. If you guys want to come on and just talk, I would really appreciate it if you do. Here's a link if you want to come on live and talk and give your opinion. That'd be great. If not, I don't think Kambosos will KO Haney, but I think he'll win the fight by decision. I don't think right now Kambosos is even looking at Haney because Haney didn't come out. If you remember before the fight, Haney came out and said, Kambosos came out and said, if you don't show me what you got, you're not worthy of these belts. So right now, Kambosos called the shots. Haney ain't ready for that. Give a like if you guys haven't given a like there. I really appreciate it. Anybody want to come on? I'll give about 10 more minutes and then I'm gonna cut off. It's late, it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. It's been a long night for me. I actually used my telephone and my tablet. My tablet went crazy tonight, so I did the best I could. It's okay if they fight. I just think I'm picking Kambosos to beat the shit out of Haney. Haney has not impressed me at all. All his fights, he has not impressed me at all. Fucking boring as fuck. But people want to say he's skills and he got all this shit. That's all a hype job. Yeah, they agreed on it, but that doesn't mean it's on the contract. You got to sign the contract first. I guarantee you, for Kambosos, Haney is not a challenge to him. If he fights Lomachenko, that's a challenge. Teofimo, that's a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo might have lost, but he's still fighting and regain himself. Don't get it twisted. But to put this young kid up there and make him seem he's the boss and all this shit like his father says, no, he's not ready. He couldn't finish off this 130-pounder. He's not ready for nothing. Anybody else want to come on before I go ahead and close this out? It's been a long night for me. Thank you all for you all being here. I appreciate it. BT will be alive tomorrow for the Tank Davis and Pitbull fight. And thank you all for supporting the channel. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for being here. This is true sports. We don't bullshit about nothing. We call it the way it is. Yeah, Cambodia's gonna win, man. I'm telling you right now. Uh, Haney needs more help. Needs to improve more. Maybe in a couple of years he can get to that level. But right now he's not ready. You can just see it. And that's just me saying it. That's my own opinion. I'm not saying Bill Haney's not right. I'm not saying his management's not right. I'm just telling you what I see. Got 7 minutes left. Anybody else want to come on? No, man, I'm not perfect at all. I grew up in the 80s and the 90s. Bronco, bro, I do the best I can. I'm not really, I try to be knowledgeable the best I can. Because I went to the war, in the Gulf War, and I'm not trying to make an excuse. My memory is real bad, so it's very difficult for me at times to remember certain things. But I appreciate all you guys' comment, negative or positive, just for you guys being here. It makes it interesting to talk boxing. Gonna give about 6 more minutes, and then I'm gonna get off because it's been a long night. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for supporting True School Sports. He'll be in tomorrow. BT will be live from Las Vegas. Check out his content because he's got excellent content on his channel on True School Sports. He's got all kinds. He's got Montana Love. He's got Church, the rapper. He's got Devin Haney. He's got Eddie Hearns. He's got Marco Castro, who won tonight. He's got Philip Hergovic, the animal that we actually support here on this channel. You name he's got on that channel. My son's done a lot of things and he's been all by himself. So respect to him and thank the fight hype. Yeah, shout out to Australia for Cambodia, but you all gotta give credit to Greece too. He's also Greek. So make sure you guys give shout out to Greece because he's half and half. I had one of the subscribers call me out on that. So just don't give credit to the Australian, give credit to the Greek people also. Yeah, man, it's no joke. Down under, no joke. I'm trying to tell you all guys. If you think that Cambodia's gonna just sleep on his belt and just give him away like that, you guys are wishful thinking. That's not happening. Yeah, man, you all gotta go ahead and take pride on what Cambodia did for the Australian and the Greek people, and understand that was I mean, think about it. The odds were against him from the get go. He traveled all over the world, and in their backyard, not his backyard, their backyard, and had to defeat all kinds of fighters to get where he's at today. So you gotta put respect on Australia, gotta put respect on Greece, and understand you got a classy guy, and Campbell's is carrying the belts. Yeah, Carl Hansen, you damn right he's gonna hurt Haney. Haney ain't ready. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't hype him up. His father's hype him up. Oh, he's the boss and all this. He ain't ready. If he didn't come out tonight and do what he's supposed to do, he ain't ready for Cambodia. Cambodia will beat the fuck out of him. The experience that Cambodia's got, what he's got through, the trenches he went through, ain't easy. Of course, it'll be packed up. I mean, you gotta understand. This guy was a 13-1 underdog to win the undisputed, and he overcame all that. Not only that, for a whole year, while he was saying him and his dad had trouble all different places just to get where he's at today. So God bless Cambosis, man. And fuck the haters, because the haters are always going to find something. Three more minutes and I'm going to get off because it's been a long night. I thank you all for being here. So if anybody wants to come on, just let me know. And I'll go ahead and I'll put you on. But if you don't, I get it. It's late. I don't know what time it is in your time, but let me know. It's 3 o'clock in the morning over here, Eastern time in Florida. I appreciate all you all that been here. I know it hasn't been the best live, but that's what I'm talking about, Carl. Congratulations, man. That's what I'm talking about. Money in the bank. That's right. I mean, Cambosis is gonna beat Haney. If Haney goes, I mean, Cambosis just wants that belt. I mean, he gets that belt. He's not just the emperor. He rules everything. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna pick the right fight for him. Congratulations, Carl. You got $1,300. That's what I'm talking about. You made the right call. All right, guys, 2 more minutes, and I'm gonna get off. Tomorrow, BT will be on live from Las Vegas. He'll be live for the tank fight. So if anybody else wants to come on, let me know. Whatever you want to call him, Carl. The bottom line is you want some money. You made the right decision. So whatever you want to call him, it's all good. Peace out. Love you. Love you guys. Thank you for being here on the channel. Keep subscribing to us. Keep checking the content. Because Brandon got all new content from Las Vegas, from all his new interviews, from all the fighters that fought tonight. And just keep supporting us, man. I really appreciate you guys. Brick by brick, we're gonna move up and be the best channel in boxing. And God bless you, your family, whether it's good or bad. Remember, it's your family. Love them to the end. The new year's coming. Keep everything positive. We're all going through the hard times, but keep it positive. Peace out, and God bless. Got 1 more minute. See if anybody's gonna come on. I had a great time tonight. I mean, sure we had a little problems here and there, but I had a great time doing the live with my son. He was at the fights. I'm sure he's gonna comment on a lot of things. But thank you guys for being here. Um, food for thought. Haney ain't ready for the big show. He ain't ready. He's talented, young kid, but he's not ready. Yeah, good night, Sanchez. Thank you so much for the super chat. God bless you and your family. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Many blessings to you. Many blessings to everybody that's on this channel supporting us. That's what we're all about. It's 3:30. Nobody else wants to come on. God bless everybody. Have a great day. Have a great Sunday. Blessings to everybody. Thank you for supporting True School Sports. Just the fact that you're here is just enough about how you support the channel. Give a like if you have. If you haven't, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for everything. And just stay tuned to the next live. And BT is gonna be live for the Tank Davis versus Pitbull, live on Showtime. Thank you again. Have a good night. May God bless you. Thank you for all the comments, positive or negative. It's all about boxing. You have your opinion, I have mine. Nobody's right or wrong. And God bless to you guys. Remember what I say. Do good to others and they'll do good to you. God bless.